Show's live. Everybody hit go up.
We are live. Thank you guys so much for joining us. Thank you everyone for watching as well. We are playing Star Trek Cthulhu. Like I didn't get enough Call of Cthulhu last weekend at Chaosium Con, which was so much fun with a couple of people here that are playing with us as well. I decided, you know what? I'm going to keep it going and keep the party going and play some more Call of Cthulhu this weekend. But I'm going to make it Star Trek style. So yes, thank you guys for joining us. So excited to have you with us. Friends old and new that are here with us tonight.
What are you trying to say?
Old friends that I've known longer than others. Definitely with us tonight. Absolutely. So let's go clockwise from me. I'm Matt. I'm your keeper. I am the creator of Lurking Fears. If you're not having fun in our room at Origins and Gen Con and others, it's my fault, basically. So yeah, so come find me.
I second this and will help you complain if you do have issues.
Exactly. Complaint line starts to the left. Keep going. Just goes around the building. But let's go around clockwise. Raz, if you want to introduce us and the character you're playing.
Sure, I'm Raz. I'm with Bardic College that runs Cthulhu in Cairo. I'm the writer and creator of that show. Been out for a while. Good friends with Matt, and I'm playing James Tiberius Kirk.
Good friends. good friends.
For tonight, it was good friends. You want to change that later and edit it? You go right ahead.
Okay, friends.
We only talk like every day. That's good.
I know. We know each other. Yeah. Jason, go ahead.
Hey, Jason, creator and a GM on Myth Brigade, a longtime keeper and author of a lot of scenarios that no one's ever played because they're terrible. I'm happy to be here. I was sad I didn't get to sit at one of your tables during Chaosium Con, but here we are. So, yeah.
Exactly. You guys brought the party to Chaosium Con.
Yeah.
You and Shauna and Byron and the others. I mean, you guys just came with your own games and like your schedule. We don't even know a damn schedule. We're going to sit here and talk loud, draw a crowd, and play games and have fun. And you did.
Yeah.
And absolutely.
The rolling cooler helped, right? Like that was
the rolling party. Yeah. The rolling bar in a box. Definitely helped.
Well, are you going to be at Origins? Where are you setting up?
Exactly.
Yeah, right.
Exactly.
Lurking who?
Lurking
Neither Jason nor I had the rolling bar, so
exactly.
Unfortunately.
Exactly. I mean, Jason, you're always welcome in the Lurking Fears room, and wherever we're at, you can always jump in. We will gladly accept you and Shauna and Byron and others in your rolling bar, especially your rolling bar.
Standing. Yeah.
Exactly.
Very cool.
Exactly. Shauna got her wings as a con GM, I believe, at Chaosium Con. Literally her wings. Have you seen her demo on the Call of Cthulhu? Can you do the demo of the creature for us again? I mean, because it was amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty much it. It was astounding. It was astounding. I watched that and I was like, it was kind of like watching a really, really cool car wreck. I was like, oh my God, what's happening? But this is really
awesome. Be very physical. It can be a very physical role player. So
I kept watching it and I was like, oh man, I missed this part of the game. What level of intoxication was happening in this part of the game? But or just complete sanity loss. So yeah, super great fun watching you get your wings in, literally at Chaosium Con this past weekend.
And I will be working for you at Origins.
We run a ton of games. Run a bunch of games at Origins.
Awesome.
Yep. Looking forward to that. Absolutely. We have Joy with us, who's playing Spock. Go ahead.
Well, I had the honor of being your first all-female Call of Cthulhu group.
That's true. You were at my first all-female table. I was so impressed with that. And
yeah, I'm more of a newbie to this. I've done more LARP and more, MMORPGs. So everybody's always patient with me, which I love because I'm like, okay, which dice am I doing?
Ones that look like diamonds. Oh yeah.
But this is gonna be fun.
There we go. Yeah, there you go. Excellent. And James.
I'm an alcoholic that's very mechanically inclined and probably the coolest person on this thing. Oh wait, that's my character.
Want to be in another time loop? What the?
Yeah. I'm a Lurking Fears GM who's been around since, I don't know, God looked down and said dirt was good.
Nice.
I ain't got nothing to say.
Nice. That'll work.
No, it was lame.
Hey, it makes me look better.
Here I am.
Excellent. Another one's running a ton of great games with us at Origins. What games are you guys running at Origins? I know you're running a lot of like Traveler, and you're running ICRPG, right?
I'm running Traveler, ICRPG, and
Barbaric.
One of Barbaric, and then I'm also running the special.
Oh, that's right. Yes. You're running in the Call of Cthulhu Masters tournament. It's going to be a lot of fun, guys. I've been gearing up for this for months. That one's going to be the showstopper for sure. I'm really excited for that one. Shauna, what are you running at Origins? Do you remember?
Yeah, I'm just running a couple of demo games, and then I'm
2 hour.
Yeah, and then I'm running Miss Dews and Genius Loci, unless I decide on something else at the last minute. But probably Miss Dews and Genius Loci, because I do them. I've done them a lot of times now. So
There you go. Run what you know. It's the easiest ones to run at a convention. Exactly. But 9 times out of 10, there's going to be somebody that's never played it and will want to play it and will sign up for your game. So absolutely do that. Excellent.
Really?
All right. Yeah. I mean, how many people have gone to or just go, man, I've got to get that game of Barbaric in? You know, I mean, I'm just saying.
All my games made, it was really upsetting.
I love James, and he is the best support system for me, honestly, but he would be perfectly fine if I ran his games in like a closet and nobody ever found him. He would totally be fine.
As long as you get to fill out the review sheets.
Exactly.
That was a 5, another 5. I'm flying today.
5s across the board.
Actually, at the end of my game, I said, "Don't." I kept pointing to the stupid little barcode and going, "Don't forget to do a review. Please mark me as a 1, so he doesn't ask me to do this again."
One's across the board. 1 star. 1 star. No snacks. No drinks.
Yeah.
Guy mumbled a lot. 1 star. Yeah. Exactly. It's like playing a Wingate game. Oh, but we're going to go right on into playing Star Trek. I love Pirate.
I have a quick question. Do you mind if I simul stream this pointing to your channel?
Sure can. Absolutely. You want to do that through the Myth Brigade channel?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm just going to hit the button.
Can you do that on your end?
I sure can. I'm all set.
Absolutely. Feel free. Absolutely.
Just wanted to ask first.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Fantastic.
And do you want anybody else to talk about what they're running at Origins for you, Matt, or are we just going to step over that?
Oh, that's right. You are running games at Origins.
Son of a bitch.
You know what? These Johnny come latelys come in and go, "Hey, can I run too?" And I'm like, "Oh yeah."
Wow.
you know.
Oh, if you didn't live.
So are you finally moving away from lettuce and going to the fields of carrots?
Yeah, we're doing carrots. We're doing a flaming carrot RPG. So I'm doing Octo Cthulhu and Conan. Both
Conan.
Nice.
The Conan games look good. Honestly, I love the idea of what you have for the Conans. You're a slave. You're free. Get out.
I forget how I wrote it, but yes,
it's pretty much
a slave.
That...
Yes, a slave, and then a sacrifice. You're pretty much done if you don't fight your way out. Yeah,
fight your way out. Fight. I mean, that's
right, that sounds like my career. I'm not really jonesing to do that on my time off.
Where do you see yourself in 10 years, sir? That's where I see myself in 10 years. Exactly. War never ends.
No.
All right, so we are about to get this underway. We are playing the original series. I always almost slip up and say classic or the old series, and I get shouted down and stepped on the throat by true fans of the original series Star Trek. The true fans. I like it because it does allow, I think, for some of the coolest and most dramatic role play and all the tropes. The Trek tropes that are out there. It definitely, whenever you say Star Trek, most people tend to think of this series. after the game, we'll discuss which one's our favorite series is. I think we'll have an interesting roundtable discussion about what our favorite series is and why. But yes, we are playing originally. We are in the middle of the 5-year mission, so it's 2367 or something like that. I believe it was somewhere in the middle of the 5-year mission. You are cruising along at a nice steady warp 6 of the Enterprise, and everything's humming and everything's flying, everything's going really, really well. Got Captain Kirk sitting there at the helm. I mean, in the chair. Sue's at the helm. Spock's over in the science station. McCoy's down in the lab mixing different colors of Kool-Aid in the Windex bottles. It's exactly what they were, right? It was different colors of juice in the Windex bottles. Is what they had hanging up in the corner. And Scotty's down there, flinging wrenches and cussing people in engineering. So everybody's happy. Everybody's doing exactly what they wanted to be on the ship, doing their thing. Uhura says that they have a communication coming in from Epsilon 9 listening post. It's very, very faint, Captain. Should I put it on the speaker? Or?
Yes, Mr. Spock. Can you see if there's any way to enhance that signal?
Nice. That was really good. That was good.
There'll be long dramatic pauses between every fourth word. I'm just going to try for it.
Nice. Actually, yes, Spock, if you want to roll your electronics or computer use, your choice,
okay.
and see how you do on that. See if you can help Uhura boost the signal as she rolls hers as well.
One.
Actually, you rolled an one. Great. So you the antenna goes this way, and you put the antenna, and Uhura's yeah, that's right. You got the aerial. You're just running around the bridge group. If we get 5 people to hang on to this, we'll do great.
And a robotic voice comes across. Hello, we are contacting you about your Starship extended warranty.
Nice.
Nice. But yeah, you're hearing it. It's still kind of garbled and faint. It's
I'm sorry, Jim.
Mayday. We have a situation. Dangerous. Survivors. And it's just very garbled and broken and staticky.
Can we track their location?
You can track their location, and it is Epsilon 9 listening post. You can do a track, or since it is a Federation listening post, you can pull it up on the Federation database and know exactly where it should be.
We can actually do that?
Yes, you can.
Because James didn't know what the hell anything worked. He didn't know.
Yeah. You put those little wooden slats in the computer, and it tells you those little wooden 8 tracks.
Remember, don't touch any switches on the ship unless you're talking to somebody who isn't on the bridge.
Exactly.
The chair switches are just a communications device.
That's all it is.
Well, I thought there was
Yeoman Rand, I'd like my coffee.
My coffee and the stylus thing. I need the
I get up. Yeah. I step out of the chair and I walk over and I lean in a way that's very uncomfortable and in someone else's personal space on Mr. Sulu. And I'm can you plot a course, Mr. Sulu?
Of course I can, Captain. I turn the weird-looking 60s knobs and press some of the glowy things that look like gumdrops, and off we go. Do I need to make a roll?
Actually, no. On the Enterprise, everything works perfectly until I need it dramatically appropriate.
Course confirmed, Captain.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It doesn't go anywhere near a neutral zone or anything, does it, Mr. Sulu?
Oh my!
You're actually in my neutral zone right now.
That makes me lean in a little bit more. I hope he's catching the Brute 33 that I'm wearing. I'm full spread. I'm just letting him have it.
I'll echo the oh my. can I make a navigation check or something to determine? Maybe it's astronomy or something to determine
where it's at, or
territories around it.
Yeah,
And
I mean,
risks
yeah,
and all
yeah,
that.
yeah. Make
territory. I'd
like
like to
an
know before the,
there's like you can make just a straight piloting roll. I think there's navigation as well.
Okay.
Should be
Yeah.
navigation.
Which do you want? You prefer?
Your choice, whichever one you
Oh,
feel
nice.
better.
So I'm gonna have a regular success on spacecraft pilot.
Nice. So yeah, you're getting up to coordinates for it, and it is laying right on the border of the Klingons, Klingon border, right on the neutral zone, like right on the edge of it. Spock, you're looking at your little viewfinder thing over there, like trying to see if you use the long range scanners. Your long range scanners aren't going out that far yet. You still got to get spend about a couple hours in warp to get close enough to even get a read on it. But you're pulling up the history on it through your viewfinder. Again, no need to make a roll. Epsilon 9 is a deep space listening post along the Klingon border. Basically, it's a spy station. All they do is a ton. They have you've seen it actually in like the first movie, Star Trek motion picture. It's the one that I've got a guy having the background there with all the radar dishes and stuff all over it. The huge cluster of radar dishes. It's a listening post. Basically, they just sit on the Klingon border and just listen for space traffic, reports, anything like that they can look at movements or anything along the border. That's really all this is. It's now it is heavily shielded, like the whole of it is and stuff like that, to be proof against like detection. Like you won't even when you get up close to it, you really shouldn't pick up like an energy signature of it. It should be like a hole in space. It's meant to be just passively listening out in space towards anything that's going on out there. So yeah, that's basically what it is. It's a giant microphone pointed at the Klingon Empire.
Number of crew?
It's assumed to have a crew complement of anywhere from 40 to 60. Not very much. Not a lot. And they're all, most of them are technical people, technical personnel that are there to keep the station running. Only a handful of actual, like officers like yourself. Probably Commander Jameson is the ranking officer. Commander Jameson.
On alcohol. Wonderful.
Nice.
Yes, excellent.
Yes, Commander Jameson.
So I back off of Mr. Sulu and I walk over and I really slam the shit out of that little white button. Hard. I mean hard. I want it almost broken. Yeah. I'm like, Doctor, would you join me on the bridge and bring Mr. Scott with you? And I click it off. And I look around the room and I catch everyone's eye just for a second. I just want to make sure everybody saw that.
So I'm in
It's the
my
over
lab.
shoulder look.
You don't want to come up? I thought you want to be on the bridge and be a part of this wonderful situation we have going on.
And I'm in my lab because shut me off right as I was going to say, damn it, Jim, I'm a doctor, not an escort. So,
Nice. That'll work.
I left the
McCoy
button long enough.
Engineering. McCoy Engineering.
Aye, Doctor, what is it you need?
I'm supposed to contact you separately and ask you to come with me to the bridge to see the captain.
Aye, Doctor, would the captain break now?
We're just gonna have to find out.
Little white button.
Okay, just let me hit the medicine cabinet and I'll be right up.
Nice.
Okay,
Nice.
everyone at home, if you have any type of love for the Scottish people, mute me. My accents, no. People have been shot for less.
I love it. We have ways of making you talk. Jim starts talking. James starts talking. No, stop talking. We're done.
We're good, man. We know what we know.
Totally good. Oh my God. Perfect. This is why I love doing this in Star Trek, because horrific stuff happens, but no one's cared because we're doing the tropes. We're neck deep in the tropes. Excellent. So fast forward a couple hours in warp. We're still cruising along about warp 6.
That's called a commercial break, folks.
Commercial break. Exactly. Exactly. Very no expense for the soundtrack, for to get rights to the Paramount soundtrack archives. But fast forward a couple hours, you're back on the bridge, and you're actually out of warp. You're in the area. You're looking at Epsilon 9 research station, and it's there. It's floating in the middle of nothing. I mean, there's no planets. It's not in the system. There's nothing around. You're looking at it. Let's do some looks. Let's do some computer use. Let's do some electronics. Let's do some scans and tell me what you're looking for.
I have no idea. I got to find my character sheet again.
I'd be looking for, I'm focused on the approach, right? So I'd be focused on the visual, indications of power, any sort of obvious external damage, any debris nearby that I need to be mindful of.
Excellent. So roll me piloting for that.
Okay.
And I'm going to
share
what this looks like here, if I can do it.
+6.
+6. So you're flying circles around this thing, and you are actually picking up another vehicle, kind of like latched onto the side of it here.
Wow,
Captain, there's a ship docked here. Can I zoom in with the viewport thing and like bling bling and show the docked ship?
Yes, you can. Yes, absolutely, yeah.
May I make an engineering roll to identify the dock ship?
Yes, you may.
Here's where my dice fail me.
All the time.
So bad.
It looks like a Volkswagen.
Yeah. Van.
Okay. So
A Volkswagen van.
I did pull it off. I have a 90 in engineering and I rolled an 89.
Nice. Nice.
Yes.
You're actually picking up a Klingon bird of prey docked on the side of it.
Shields, Mr. Stewart.
Shields confirmed, Captain.
I will play my second character. Guess who's coming to dinner?
Nice. Spare no expense. Nice. So,
Mr. Spock, any life signs on that bird of prey?
Mr. Spock, yes, you can roll electronics to see if you can read anything off of it.
Okie dokie.
Electronics or
Got a
computer use?
62, and I have a 65 in electronics.
Nice. So you are picking up basically. Give me just a moment. I wanted to kind of get a big screen of it here. There we go. This is a really ugly picture of it, but it's the only one I could find that would kind of work.
Is it the one from Balance of Power?
No, it's just there you go.
Oh, okay.
It's just doing research of it. So if you look, there's like, again, tons and tons of little radar dishes all around it here, and there's like, if you look right under the big bank of radar dishes at the top, it looks like there's the actual station right underneath it. There's like the pylons and the two things on either end up here at the top. There's actually four of them. They're in like a T one, but one of them is facing towards you. That's where the actual quarters are. Where the people live and actually operate from is the thing up here at the top, right underneath that one bank of dishes. And then it goes along that long shaft down towards the bottom there, where you have like the end of the cylinder. That's more like the engineering section where they have, all the matter, antimatter stuff happening and all that. Everything else is basically, radar arrays, in space, listening telescopes in space. But yeah, So if you're looking at like if we're coming in like on the right side of the ship of the station, like on the left, like each one of these pylons basically there's like actually 4. You're only seeing 2, and then the one pointing right at you, so you're kind of seeing 3.
Okay.
You see what you see what I'm talking about up here
Yeah,
at the top. So yeah, if you're like coming up towards the one on the right, like there is a Klingon bird of prey that's like docked right on the left one, the opposite one from where you're coming in at. So yeah, you're doing the power readings and stuff on it, life signs. There are no life signs on the Klingon bird of prey, and it's odd. It's like there's barely any power on this bird of prey. I mean, it is barely on. I mean, you're thinking it's like reserve batteries or something. It's really weird.
I'm gonna do a computer check, Matt.
Yeah.
Which is under what? Oh, there it is.
Yeah.
All right. Oh yeah, made that easy. So how many red shirts do we have left? Because we're like 2-3 years into the mission, right?
Yeah. So there's probably a good 50 or 60 red shirts. Yeah. So,
okay, so yeah, I prepare to. I put 10 on deck. Let's put it that way. They are notified that they might be going onto a ship in a few moments because Kirk.
they get called up like shit.
Yeah.
Only had 2 years left, man.
But I do say shovels are not required this time.
Now, Dr. McCoy, are you back? You're on the bridge with us again?
Yeah.
I am on the bridge.
Yeah.
Doctor, I look at McCoy and I say, Doctor, I'll never forgive them for the death of my son.
Oh my
Wait a minute,
God.
is that too soon?
Yes, it's way too soon. You don't even know you have a son.
Oh my!
I mean,
Oh my!
you don't even know you have a son
Jim,
that you know of.
I didn't know you had a son, Jim.
I thought this was a J.J. Abrams story. Okay, so we'll go back to it. So we have
Nice.
shields up. We're approaching. They're all the way to the left. Are we? And we're reading. Are we getting anything off the station, Matt? Are any of us able to make those? Well, the people that actually have skills. Because I have no skills.
Yeah. I mean, and that's the thing about the station. Like you wouldn't. You
Right.
really shouldn't. It's so heavily shielded that that you shouldn't pick up energy reading from them. So but you do like look at the little portholes and light, where lights and stuff, the pinpricks of LED lights on the models should be coming from. There's no lights coming on in the station. It looks dark.
On the bird of prey, you mentioned that the power is minimal. Is it enough to support life, or is it just like negligible?
Negligible, barely on. I mean, we're talking like it's on like reserve batteries. I mean, that might be enough for life support for like a couple hours. The engines are off. It's on batteries. It's not enough for it to maneuver. That's for damn sure.
Yeah.
It's not going anywhere.
Can we scan for damage? Does it look intact visually as we are approaching?
It looks intact. Looks
Yeah.
perfectly intact. It's docked right to the side of it. Yeah.
Well, more importantly, this is our listening post, and the Klingon ships are the ones that are not supposed to know it's here.
Exactly.
So,
Well,
how does the station look? Are we looking for the holes in the wrong place? Is that what's happening here?
That's what
I
she
mean,
said.
yeah, you're looking over the station itself. It looks pristine. It looks intact. All the little radar dishes are in the proper order. They are aligned.
Has anybody tried to contact the station?
Thank you, McCoy. The voice of reason.
Turn and look at it. Turn and look at Laura.
Doctor, I might remind you're a doctor,
Yeah.
not the communications person. No, of course, that's a great suggestion, my friend.
So Ahura's like, I've been hailing them. I'm not getting a response.
Well, there you go.
Captain, we need to see if anyone is still alive on the station.
Of course we do.
All right, Doctor, lead the away team.
Nice.
I got a 15 on my mechanics, electronics, whatever roll. Is Ahura's communication rig actually A, turned on, B, rebooted, and C, working?
Oh yeah. She turned it off, turned it back on again. Yeah. She checked.
Okay,
Make sure her
so,
VPN
yeah.
was good. Her VPN's good. Yeah.
I mean, it's just that one earring she has. It sort of creeps me out. It's just...
exactly. It's the big metal Q-tip, right? But yeah, she's like 600 exactly. That's literally what it is. But yeah, she's like the channel's open, just
awesome.
no one's talking. Yeah.
Very well. Analysis, reports, thoughts.
It's
Anybody?
crew.
Because of all the shielding, the only way that we're going to know what's going on is if we form an away team.
You have the red shirt on.
I do, of course.
Nice.
I tried to talk Matt into letting me have a stack of red shirts for you guys to kill throughout the adventure, but he wouldn't.
We will have an Ensign Ricky that's coming. He's like from Nebraska, and he's really happy to be here. He's like 23, all bright-eyed, bushy-tailed.
Yeah.
He's like really, really happy to be here. He just got signed on from the Starbase. He has no clue what ship he's signed on yet. He's like, he hasn't been told yet. He has not been told. So yeah. Now Spock, you know that you cannot beam onto the station because of the shielding. You would need to actually take a shuttle and dock. Like the Enterprise is too big to dock up next to this thing. You would need to take like the Galileo or something like that and fly it out to the station.
Spot, do you let me know that?
Oh, Captain, we should take a shuttle over.
Well,
And I love
Or
the segue to
torpedoes.
Galileo because it brings in the Queen's music, you know?
Exactly.
Galileo.
I think I see a little silhouette.
Of a man. That was excellent. What about torpedoes, Mr. Sulu? Just straight through the shielding. We can take out that bird of prey and enter through
Blow a
there.
hole in the side of it.
Unfortunately, Captain, that violates the part where we're not supposed to attack Federation property.
Exactly. I mean, we can do it, and then I'll be like, "Well, thanks for playing, everyone."
Yeah,
And,
it's
highly illogical, Jim.
That's in the operations manual in subchapter 37, Article A, involving something along the lines of treason.
Well, the first time I failed the Kobayashi Maru was because of a torpedo. All right. Well, then, everyone, let's get aboard the shuttle. And Mr. Scott, why don't you pick 20 of your best men?
I mean, my boys.
My guy's got skills. Somebody else.
You just sit in a chair, you big tight ass.
If we're going to
So,
bring that many red shirts, I'm going to need at least a nurse or two to come with us as well.
Done.
Oh my God.
Here comes Chapel. All right.
If you're bringing other women and nurses on board, Jim's like, yeah, bring another shuttle. Get everybody going.
So,
Someone talk
So,
about a rolling
are you
bar.
saying a tug
nice. This is where DC Fontana steps in from behind the screen. So it's like, so it's you guys and Ensign Ricky. Go.
Ensign Ricky, puff out your chest. You got to play 20 people.
He sits back behind the camera. Goddamn Shatner. Nice. Excellent. So we are, So you don't know what the situation is over in that station at all. You got your Type 1 phasers that we established. Again, they do like 1d10 per setting. There's like 5 settings on it. Don't worry about ammo or anything like that. They'll run out of juice when I want them to.
Everybody, you got 2 shots you can miss with, then you're screwed.
Exactly. just like the board, you got 1, maybe 2 shots, and then it's hand to hand. But yeah, so yeah, you got that. I'd say everybody but Kirk is probably carrying tricorder because it's not cool to carry that nerd shit.
It would make my pants look all fucked up. I'm
Exactly.
I didn't say that.
That makes a bulge. Is that a bulge? Is a bulge?
You wear your tricorder up front, Jim?
It's called a girdle, you ass. But
Everybody has a tricorder, and he has chutzpah. Got it.
Yes, exactly. All right, so yeah.
And the tricorder went off. What does it say?
Exactly.
Yeah.
That would be my my Facebook Messenger still trying to get hotel rooms. But anyway, still, that's going to be a whole interesting chapter. Anyway, so we're going on, and we are into Galileo. Sulu, you're in the pilot seat, I assume, of course.
Of course.
Piloting the little shoebox that is the Galileo as it's floating on out of the Enterprise there out of the back
With
of
a
the
wobble.
Enterprise. With the
Yeah.
wobble,
Never been able to get the wobble out of the motor.
It's got the wobble. It's got that one shaky kind of fish line hanging off the front corner that makes it wobble. But then it makes it look like it's moving in space, so everybody's like, "Oh, that works. That works."
Yeah.
It's got the little slight little wobble. Yeah. So you're piloting on towards station. Yeah, make me another piloting roll to make a nice dock with the station.
Let's not crit fail this one, huh?
Double
yeah,
up
it's
means
a
a short
regular
game.
success.
Regular success.
Yeah.
Regular success. Like,
70
yeah.
of 86. So
That's fine. That's fine. Yeah, I mean, every skill that you should be good at, I made ridiculously high.
Yeah.
you know,
Thank you.
no
You
problem.
know how
Ask
my
me
dice
about my
work, don't you?
bagpipes. People. I got it listed.
Exactly. You should see.
And fencing. I just realized I have fencing. Thank you for that.
Of course, you got fencing. Of course, you got fencing.
I have English. That's my highest skill. Thank you.
And of course you do. So, excuse me, I've done Hamlet.
I'm sorry, James. What is your English skill?
Probably not as high as yours, Mr. Scott. An 80? No, I think it's a 70. Wait. 80. I'm sorry. 80.
It's usually the same as your education. Yeah.
That is funny.
It's funny, right?
All right. So are we docked? We're good.
So we're docked. You turn on. You open the. You back into it. The back end of the Galileo's the doors on the Galileo. So it opens up, and you're looking at the bulkhead of Epsilon 9 listening station. There's a little panel beside it that you punch a couple buttons and it should open up, but there's no glowing lights on the panel. It's dead. There's no power.
Right. So I pull out the sonic screwdriver I stole off another show.
Yeah, Blimey, he doesn't even know what he's doing with this. I'm gonna zip this thing in.
And I got a hard success.
Nice. So you use your tricorder and supply some power from your tricorder to that. To just you plug in the USB port and you get enough to get it going. And yeah, you can turn on this portal airlock basically. You operate the airlock. You can do that. You spend like a couple rounds doing that with the tricorders, or you can use the manual latch on the sides of them. But if you use the manual latch, they open and they stay open. So for further knowledge, as we keep going through this areas. Okay. So yeah, you basically step through the airlock.
Well, all right. So here's your question.
Yeah.
If I use the tricorder, I open the door.
You can close it.
Perhaps even close the door behind me.
Yeah.
But then I got to hook up and redo it again to do it that way.
Do the next door. Yeah.
As opposed to saying, there's the aperture I want to be through, and I can close the doors on the Galileo, because after my other 4 crewmen died, I want to be the sole survivor.
Exactly. Yeah. No wireless here. Yeah. There's no wireless. There's no.
Yeah. So we use the manual one. And we close the doors on the Galileo.
Nice. So yeah, you're doing that. You're in. You're basically, once you get through the airlock, you're in like basically the cargo bay. It's a very large, rectangular looking room. It's probably like something like 40 by 60. And you're coming in on like in the middle of the 60-foot long side of the room. A bunch of boxes and stuff here. A bunch of super sci-fi space-looking metal crates and netted down with cargo netting and all that stuff like you would have all through here. There's like a door on the other side, which is the airlock that goes to you wouldn't hit it from here. You'd have to walk through the actual station. But yeah, you'd have to walk through the actual station to get to the airlock to the other side, to the Klingon space. You got to walk through the station for that. But you're seeing like a doorway on the other side. You're basically like a door in the middle of each section of the cargo bay, and there is like a mezzanine that's about 10 feet above you that is kind of looking over. It goes around the cargo bay. It is dark in here. You basically have to use like the lights on your tricorders to see by.
I draw my phaser. Recommend
Of course you
everybody
do.
do that.
Of course you do.
Well, yeah,
Everybody
Yes.
get
I'm using that
phaser.
for light. Use that for light as I need it.
No, it's this way.
All right, so McCoy is gonna do like a tricorder, like life scan type thing. Would that be computer?
Yeah.
Okay.
I set my phaser to 2.
It's 2. Heavy stuff. Nice. Kirk, what do you recommend the crew to have their phaser set on?
Mr. Scott, if I put this on 5, will it go through the wall?
Yes.
Eventually.
Yes.
Eventually or right away?
Depends on the wall.
Depends
Keeper?
if it's interior wall or a bulkhead wall.
Okay.
Interior wall, yes, right away, like that round.
I mean,
bulkhead wall,
didn't we have this conversation over dinner 2 nights ago?
we did.
I
right.
gave you all the structural data.
So I would say then whatever the highest setting is to maximize carnage, but not blow the walls out. 4?
3.
3.
3's kill. 3
Lower them all down, people.
3d10. I mean, most your character sheets are like around 10 to 15 hit points. 3d10 is going to do
Yeah.
it.
Setting 2 would take down a Klingon, wouldn't it, Scotty?
Most Klingons. Will at least knock them out. Heavy
Hey,
stun.
Keeper, did my
Yeah.
did my,
If
I
it will
detect
if you have
silly life
dyslexia
or
and a
anything?
5 looks like a 2.
So how did you do on your computer use there, Shauna?
I was like 35 out of 55.
Nice. So yeah, you're using your tricorder, and it is easier to get a sensor readings in here, in the interior of the vessel, of course, than the outside. And you're not reading anything here in the cargo bay, but if you go through like the door on your right and get through like the habitat, circle of the station, there is 3 life signs, only 3 life signs on the station.
Oh,
They're
out of 40?
they're walking about in the habitat ring.
And do they appear to be human?
You're not able to get enough through. You're able to pick up that they're alive. You're not able to pick up what they are it's like a regular success, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Captain.
You know they're out there.
Yes,
There are 3 life signs on the station, but only 3 life signs. And I can't tell whether they're human or not.
The crew complement was 40, didn't you say?
Skeleton crew is 40. Yeah.
So you're thinking, let's just put these 3 down and leave.
That's what you're saying. That's right. That's
So
what I mean.
phasers set to however whatever your contract is for the show.
Oh my
Until the
God.
end, so I have 3.
That's amazing, Captain. Amazing,
yeah.
Captain.
And then let's head in that direction. Bones, was it to the right? You said.
Yeah,
It's
to the right.
Your right or his right?
As you're coming in, to
Don't
the right.
confuse Kirk.
Oh my God.
Jesus, he just stands there.
He starts to pop out in that sweat on his big ass forehead. Yeah.
My right.
Nice.
Well, Jesus.
The life
He's
signs.
Is this where the director comes out again and goes, "Go that way"?
DC Fontana comes out from behind the camera, bangs the pot, makes sure all shift left. Damn it!
All right. Well, let's head over that way then, Bones.
Nice.
They could need our help.
Nice. Harlan Elson somewhere in the background. They stole my fucking story, motherfuckers. So anyway,
Captain, I want to caution you. I don't know whether these are humans or Klingons or something else.
so as you're using the tricorder lights basically to walk around here, because I mean there's no emergency lights, no nothing. It is dead stick.
Is it freezing cold in here too? I mean, is it, like
It is.
that kind
It is cold. It is cold. It's like it's not freezing cold, but it is cold. Like like power must have went out like in the past hour or so.
While we're doing this, I'm going to be looking for some sort of terminal that I can get access to engineering.
Got it.
Or should have access to engineering. I know I don't have power, but I know there's backup batteries for situations like this where I may be able to
here in
remote.
the cargo bay, no. There's
Well, I
nothing
kind of
like
figured that.
Yeah.
In the
You'd
cargo
wanna
bay,
go
there's probably computers in the boxes that I could build one, but that's not what I'm looking for.
build a power plant. I mean, yeah, probably more towards the habitat ring. You can get more towards like their bridge section, their version of the bridge.
Exactly, but I'm on the lookout.
Yeah.
As we
Actually, as you're walking through the cargo bay, make me some spot hidden rolls, please.
Is that Scotty in particular or general?
Everyone.
Okay. Oh no.
Big
Oh
fail.
no! Oh my!
Oh no.
Nice. Any
Did you know
critical
it's dark?
fails? It is dark.
No crit
It
fail.
is dark. Yeah.
Crit
Anybody
success.
make it? You
Crit
did
success.
it?
Yeah,
Crit
0
six-
success.
nice. Kirk is the observant person in the whole group. That's
It's not,
scary.
yeah.
That is scary. He's like,
So you walked into it, is what
I
happened.
fell over it, yeah.
A dramatic light shines on his face, like bing. Oh.
nice. So, yeah, actually, it's like Sulu's about to walk through it, and you're like, stop.
Mr. Sulu, a
Yes,
moment.
Captain.
Yeah, you look down at your feet, and there's like this, like a burnt scorch mark outline of a humanoid. Actually, 3 humanoid scorch, basically like an outline, but filled in of like humanoid, like burnt scorch marks in the floor.
Okay,
I
I'm
kneel
pointing my
down.
tricorder right at that
Yeah.
stuff.
Got it.
Spot,
Does
what do you make?
Is there a smell?
No.
I got a regular success.
Regular success on tricorder, you're getting like burnt carbon. There's nothing to really identify what it was. It's
Okay.
whatever it was is gone. It ceased to be. It's like incinerated.
I look. Do we have Ensign Ricky still?
It's in Ricky's. Ricky just pooped his pants. He's like, whoa. What the heck is that?
Spot, could Klingon disruptors do something like this?
Intellect roll, intelligence check.
Intelligence check. Okay,
Yeah, ability scores up above.
gotcha. 79. Beautiful.
A Klingon disruptor on a heavy disrupt, like the heaviest disrupting, could do something like this, but you've never seen it.
Possibly, Captain, but it would be highly irregular.
Very well done. Nice translation.
Because I'll never forgive them. Okay.
And now for our mid-commercial break, Metamucilix. Oh, no.
Nice. So that was like at about the midpoint of the cargo bay. Actually, they were. If you're looking at the outlines, they were like facing the door that you're about to go through.
Could I do a listen at the door?
Yes, you can with those Vulcan ears that you've got. You absolutely can. Your listening is like stupid eye too.
Yes. Okay, I got a 29,
As he keeps
and
listening
my
to the door.
listen is stupidly high. So I think that maybe actually
It's like a hard. I think it's
Yeah, a hard. That's what I was
Nice.
looking at.
Nice. So yeah, you're listening really, really well, but you're not hearing anything. The life signs that McCoy is picking up, it's like a couple decks away.
Oh, okay.
So you wouldn't be able to pick up those 3 from here. They seem to be moving about in the habitat ring, kind of near the bridge area of the station.
Captain, I suggest that we proceed.
Very well. Go ahead and open that door, Spock.
So you manually open the door. The doors spring open.
That's what we're doing, right? Right, Mr. Montgomery Scott? We're popping them manually.
Yeah, that's the handle that does it. Yep, keep working it.
So you crank it.
It's not a slot machine, Scotty.
Yeah, you crank it and they pop open. But yeah, they stay open.
And as soon as it's open, I'm like, jackpot, Captain.
That was a softball.
Dispensing cab fare.
Nice. Ching, ching, ching. So you do this for a couple decks. You actually kind of go up
Jeffrey
there is. Yeah, well, not a Jeffrey tube, but you actually go up a lift. But there's no power to the lift, so you go up the ladder in the lift. You go up the ladder, up a deck. and then you do hit the habitat ring. You are probably a doorway from the
Bridge.
Bridge. Thank you. And McCoy, you've been keeping them on your scanner the whole time. You know they're on the other side of this door. Whatever it is on the other side of this door. You want to make another scan again?
Okay.
You want to make another roll on your scanner to see if you get a better read on them?
Absolutely. Oh, dear me, I got a 97.
Oh, your tricorder is like freaking out. It's giving you some erroneous readings.
Captain, I don't know what's going on. My readings are going absolutely crazy.
And everybody's tricorders, like if you're looking at your tricorder screens as well, they're doing like the fuzzy effect on the screen, and like your flashlights that you're using to see by, they're winking in and out.
I will take my phaser and take up a good defensive posture, making sure that I won't shoot the captain in the back of the head or something. Yeah.
So you're stacking up at the door. Nice.
Yep.
Yeah, I Bones. I'm not even sure what you're talking about.
What is that?
I'm telling Ensign Ricky to work the handle.
Ensign Ricky's like, hey, I'm gonna stay over here to the side. I'm gonna live, damn it. I'm gonna live.
Yeah,
not with my die rolls and pistol skill. Let me tell you.
Nice. So yeah, you pop open the door and you are basically on like a circular sort of bridge that is kind of wrapped around like one big huge central turbolift shaft. You're looking around. Make me your spot hidden rolls.
Crit fail.
Ooh, not too bad. Regular success.
I got a. Hold on. I'm sorry, I'm so slow at reading.
That's
this.
okay.
Yeah.
Actually, I got a 38, and my spot hidden is 70.
Nice.
Oh wow, nice.
Now the lights. There is some sort of rudimentary light in here, like a couple little like sci-fi versions, Star Trek versions of lanterns are popped around here on like some consoles from here and there. So it does have a little bit of kind of like a candlelight behind me here. So there is just enough in this room to see by. You do see the outline of 3 Klingons on the bridge, and they are the original series Klingons with like the little mesh shirts and the dirty faces. Yeah.
And the purple sparkle pants.
And the purple sparkle pants. Yeah, exactly. the mud makeup. I don't know. It's just bad. And the whole kinked up hair.
That hair.
The hair. Just like they just put wax in it and just like did this.
Alexander, bring me my bat list.
So yeah, exactly. But yeah, not that cool. Not those cool Klingons. You know, the original series Klingons. They're no brow ridge. No brow. I always told my friends, like, you know, they got the brow ridge of like 70 years of damn it, Kirk. That was 70 years of evolution right there. But yeah,
do remember that the first sign of brow ridge was from the guy who was going, "Okie doke."
It was true. Nice. So yeah. 3 original series Klingons are like, they look just as surprised to see the door pop open as you are to see them, and they're grabbing their disruptors. They are, they're grabbing their disruptors and dodging behind, computer banks and stuff like that.
Cool. Let's pretend it's D&D and roll for initiative.
Exactly. Yeah. No, there's no roll for initiative. Who's got the highest dex?
No, so I got a 75.
I got 65.
75.
60.
Here's 75. Who had 75?
Kirk, I think, and Sulu.
Kirk and Sulu. So yeah, you two basically go at the same time.
Yeah, I'm gonna stun one. The one reaching for his weapon. Hopefully, before
they're all 3 reaching for the weapon. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
All
so
reaching for disruptors.
That's you want to use pistol for that, I guess. Firearms, handgun.
Yeah, it should be fire. Phaser. It should be a phaser down in the bottom. You were saying, James? I'm sorry.
I'm gonna use my stun as well. Yeah.
3? Is it on 3? It's on 3.
Ooh, 23 of 60.
Nice.
So that's a nice success there.
So that's what, 2d10?
Yes, 2d10.
Nice.
So it's gonna be 13.
13. Let me make my con roll, see if I stay with us. That's what the stun setting's for. Nicely done. He drops out. Nice.
Night, Klingon.
Down he goes.
All right, I had a hard success.
Hard success. Nice. As you roll slightly more than 2d10.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Shake and bake, baby. Here it comes.
That would be 22.
22. As you hit it, and you see the flash outline of the Klingon, and then nothing.
Good.
I
Nothing.
smell hair.
Captain, you just created an interstellar incident.
They're not getting off of here alive, Bones. We all know that. They invaded.
Shake and bake, Kirk and cook. What's the difference?
Nice. Well done. So you just vaped one
And
Klingon.
that's the third guy's just like, ah, shit.
Anyone else have a 70 or
I have
70?
I have
65?
65.
65 Spock, you can go, and then I go at 60.
Okay. I'm set to stun.
Nice.
So
2D.
2d10.
Roll the hit first, yeah.
I told all of
Okay.
you level 3.
Unbelievable. You're all over for it.
All to get the first roll was 3. I only have 1d10. First roll was 3. Second was 8.
So
Nice.
30. No, you need to roll the hit first, though.
Oh, okay.
So
What is
38.
Is that?
So 38. So 38
okay.
to hit. That is sounds like that's a hit to me. So yeah, roll 2d10 for damage.
11.
11. All right, that is enough again for him to make a Constitution roll, and he stays. He is with us. He's shrugging it. He's like, just you hit him with that heavy stun, and he's not going down. He is going to try to shoot on his 60 unless anybody else has 60 and wants to jump in.
I do have 60. I step behind Enrique.
So we are both shooting behind Ensign Ricky just as I'm shooting at Ensign Ricky. Nice. Actually, I was tracking you, and now I'm going to hit Ensign Ricky. Nice.
I want it to be just like the original series.
Nice. The shot goes wide though, and like sparks from a console blast.
That doesn't have power. Yay!
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. So those Nicholas Meyer special effects.
Okay,
But,
so while Ensign Ricky is panicking now, I fire past him and come across as a hero by saving his sorry personage. Ooh, I got an extreme success.
Ooh,
Nice. So that's 40-10.
Okay.
No, it's 20 plus your 2d10. Yeah, 20. Plus
Okay, that makes more sense.
Yeah.
So I out Kirk at the cook-off, and I get 27.
Nice. So yeah, like you hit the heavy stun, but it's like you scrambled his brain. Like, basically. He's
I've
heavy stun.
met Klingons before. I do not think they have that anatomy, but
Exactly.
anyway.
Exactly.
It's
He got
protruding
one over
through
3
his
tables
forehead.
one time. Exactly. But yeah, you basically scrambled his brain. He's alive, technically alive, but barely.
Nice.
Potatoes
Nice.
are alive.
Nice.
It's an amazing thing.
So yeah, we got one gone. The other one's a blithering, and the other one's knocked out.
Okay, 55, right?
55-2.
That's our initiative. Their decks.
55 is initiative. Yeah. You got use your go, but there's no one left to shoot if you're looking to shoot.
There's Ensign Ricky.
Hang on just a minute. There is Ensign Ricky.
So don't we have the
You're
one
still
that's
here?
allowed up?
He's unconscious on the ground, right, Matt? The one?
He's-
The stunned one?
There's
Yeah.
only one
Yeah, he's
left.
unconscious.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
He's unconscious. Okay.
Yeah.
Captain, you murdered one of the Klingons.
Bones, if you put that in your report, I'll deny it. No. If you've been drinking again, we'll have to have a talk later.
Oh my god.
And I shoot Bones a look of jealousy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I make for a console to see if I can get power.
Yeah, and see if Bones. You're right. I did shoot one. I made a mistake. Could you see if you could revive that one so we can ask any questions?
No big.
Can I
sorry.
do Vulcan mind meld when they're unconscious?
I will.
You can.
I will.
You can. Multiple mind meld. Now,
that'll be
yeah, we got two choices here. Yeah, we can have McCoy kind of bring it around, or we can have Spock mind meld while it's still unconscious.
Maybe
So I
McCoy should
roll
work on mine.
medicine roll or first aid roll. It doesn't really matter. They're the same. Like first aid. Let's say first aid, and I got a hard
Yeah.
success.
Guys, so you can bring them around. You get like the smelling
Yeah.
salts kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Little
So
tricorder
I'm
thing
like,
going on.
you know, I'm
Hit him
doing
with
the like.
hit him with the
I
stem.
take out a hypodermic needle, like the or not hypo. What's it called?
Spray.
It's like a
Hypospray. Yeah.
hypospray. Yes, because McCoy always has his like little bag that's on him, and he takes out the hypo spray, and then I, you know, gently put it in the arm of the Klingon, and I'm looking up all the while, glaring at. I'm doing that like I'm being a humanitarian.
I'm
You
saving
monster.
lives, not taking them.
Monster.
Yeah.
Wow.
Damn.
Now the one that died is his gear still there? Like sometimes it used to be they would just evaporate and his clothes are there.
Everything's gone.
I just make
gone.
sure that one doesn't say Gorkon. Like I didn't kill Chancellor Gorkon 30 years before I was supposed to.
That would be great.
We're
right?
good. Okay, we're good.
We're fine.
Well,
We're fine.
We're good.
Some loser named Gowron. Yeah.
Oh no!
No, it's still referred to as the butterfly effect as opposed to the Tiberius effect.
There you go.
It's the Tiberius.
So Bones was able to bring him around.
Yes.
All right.
can.
So then Spock, do you feel comfortable
So he's like
touching minds with this Klingon?
That's what I'm
Sure.
talking about. Nice. So you're
Step out
making
to the
a.
side and take aim just in case he freaks out and tries to.
He's
attack.
always got to freak out.
Yeah.
Actually, what we're doing is we're making an opposed power roll. You roll 2d10, roll underneath your power. I am going to roll 2d10, roll underneath my power. Whoever gets a greater degree of success touches minds.
I got like 12.
Wow. So that's
Nice.
like is that an extreme for you on your power?
I think so. Let me double check.
It
'cause
might
my
be.
power's 70. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's an extreme.
Well done.
Nice. So yeah, so you're like, bro. He's over there like screaming as you basically mind raping. Just ah! He's like, so you're just like sifting through his mind. What are you looking for?
What happened on the ship? Their ship.
Got it. So yeah, like you're getting flashes of what they're seeing. Like they're cruising along, actually not too far from what you know to be Epsilon 9 station, and they get like a weird energy reading, and they go to investigate. And they come across the station. They're like, what is this? Yeah, the station hasn't shut up on their readings at all. Then another flash of them actually boarding the station. There's like 6 of them, and there's this blinding light in the cargo bay, and then the 3 of them, the last 3 that you see are like running towards the bridge, and then that's where you come across seeing you guys.
Nice.
Yeah. Yeah, and he keeps screaming as you say, as you're scanning his mind, he keeps saying Kona, 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 like in Klingon. Kona.
Does anybody speak Klingon with us?
Oh, if only we had Uhura with us, but no, nobody want to play Uhura, right? That's cool.
Mr. Sulu, does that sound like he's threatening Mr. Spock?
Kona, it sounds like it's threatening. Sounds like kill them all to me. Sounds like that sounds exactly what it sounds.
Well,
He's
our
probably saying,
tricorder
"Hey, everybody."
Wait, our tricorder should be able to translate that.
Yeah, unless
crap.
it's dramatically appropriate. Yeah, we got to do. But yeah, the tricorder will translate it.
But they weren't working right, so I wasn't sure that was an option. So that's good.
So
Excellent.
make me so they are back up and functioning.
I wouldn't mind playing Uhura, but I don't have the legs for it.
Nice.
So
nice.
quit body shaming me, Matt.
I won't do it.
You just didn't want to kiss Raz.
That's again.
Well, that's
Again.
high motivation right there.
Again, yeah.
In any context, okay.
Nice. Nice. All right, so make me a computer's roll on somebody on the tricorder to decipher what Konat means.
Okay, I got it. Just a regular success.
Got it. So it basically transforms to dead light.
Dead light.
Dead light or death light. Something bad
Death
light.
light.
He means my
Yeah.
phaser.
Captain Spock.
I'm hearing
What
the
do you
Bloodhound
think this
gang with
is?
Bad Touch in the
Wait.
background now.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Everybody make me spot hidden rolls now.
Let's try that again.
Nope.
Good fail.
No.
Nope, definitely
I
not.
got a 17.
Nice.
My dice are loving me tonight.
Hard success.
Nice. Excellent.
I'm good.
All right, so it looks like Kirk and Spock saw it. Everybody else
Okay.
is oblivious. So you guys are basically focusing on the Klingon and stuff like that. Kirk and Spock are looking around, and in the room, like the ambient light in the room, just kind of fluttered up, and it's like there's this light coming from the floor on like the far end of the bridge area. It's this weird sort of like light just literally rising up out of the floor. And the Klingon is freaking out. Like he is climbing up Scotty's pants leg. You know, going out. You know, and his eyes are going wide. And this weird light's kind of nice. Hey, we did say no survivors, right? But yeah, basically, it's the light is like filtering around the consoles and stuff like that. Give me like the creepy alien kind of vibes. Is this moving light is actually kind of moving towards you. It's like this weird globe of coruscating light of different hues. Like one time it's like pink and then maroon and then blue and then green. It's shifting lights, and like little tendrils of light are floating around out around it.
I pointed out to everyone.
What's that?
Yeah.
I wait for instructions, but I'm going to take aim just so that if he calls for us to engage it, I can.
Got it.
Right. I up my phaser to 5.
I'm scanning the heck out of it.
You're scanning heck of it, so make me your computer's roll. So
Hard
Nice.
success.
hard success. So
Nice.
you're getting all the information on your screen, and the tricorder is going crazy trying to get all this data in. It's like almost overloading your tricorder. Did I hear somebody was shooting or waiting for the order to shoot?
Oh, yeah, I'm waiting for the order to shoot. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, it's a light coming towards us. I don't understand the Prime Directive the way it was truly written. I never did.
Hey, it's on your station, brother. Yeah.
Yeah, this is an invader. This is an alien species that's hostile.
Yeah, obviously hostile.
Well, the
It's just
Klingons are
coming
afraid of it, and they're a freaking warlike race.
exactly.
I
Yeah.
would like to say that this is very much like the entity that you had an obsession with in the episode titled Obsession.
You know, you're
So
right. It's
You
exactly
actually
right.
have toward this very entity like a lot of hatred.
Exactly. It does not look unfamiliar from that.
Oh.
And then again, you may have been prophetic. Say hello to
Yeah.
your son.
So if that's the case, and I remember this entity that I don't trust, I never trusted him. Then yeah, let's open fire.
Open
Yeah.
fire. So
I'll
Kurt,
go to 3. I'll go to 3, and
you guys are
Yep.
shooting at it? Nice. Bzz, bzz. Instant Ricky's going to shoot at. Bzz.
Yep.
He never got to go, so he's like, I'm going to shoot something.
yay! I'm from Alabama or whatever.
Nebraska.
Watch,
that's right.
watch him roll a
That's
100 and pop himself off.
Oh, yes. Nebraska's better. Exactly.
Just know that McCoy shot last.
Nice.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
That's all we want to make it straight. So Kirk and Sulu,
Yep.
Sulu, you making your shots?
Yep.
Shooting your shots. And when Kirk shoots a shot, he's not shooting his phaser. He's shooting a shot.
Wow, that's true. Okay, I got a regular success.
Raider says, how about you, Sulu?
Sulu is going to not do so well with a 95.
Nice. So you missed. It's not a critical success. You're 1 point from a critical failure.
Yeah.
Sorry, from a
What's
failure.
this do?
Fumble. So you shoot up at the ceiling. The lights kind of must be blinding you or something like that. You couldn't get a beat on it. James, Kirk,
19.
You hit it. Nice. So roll your shot at it.
No, I hit a regular success, but for 19 damage.
Oh, for 19 damage.
Yeah.
Nice. And that was on 3D. Nice.
Yep.
Nice. So destructive setting. All right, and Ensign Ricky is shooting his at it.
Yeah, I don't go till 60, so there's other people in front of me. I just rolled early.
Got it. Did you hit?
Regular success, yes.
Got it. Spock, are you taking readings on it or are you shooting at it?
I am going to take a reading on it again.
So you make
since
computer
they're
rules
shooting.
as well as McCoy?
Yes, and I got a 72
Nice.
out of a 75. Yeah.
Nice. So you're both getting your reading. You both got your tricorders out. You're looking at it, scanning it. All the damn humans are shooting. Except for McCoy, that's the one time where you're like, we were both men of science. Exactly. We're both wearing the blue shirts. Exactly.
Iron Man and the Hulk. Yeah.
Exactly. Exactly. So you guys are all shooting it, and it's like the light, like Sulu. It's really weird. Like even though you missed it, like the beam arced and then hit the creature. Hit the creature. Like even though your shot, even as your shot went wide, it did like an 80-degree turn and hit the creature. And you're like, whoa, I've never seen a phaser do anything other than a straight beam. So it's really weird. So all your phasers hit it, and like the light gets bigger, and all your phasers just bloop, bloop, bloop. All three of your phasers just gone. The batteries just, there's no power on your phasers.
I've lost power to my phaser, Captain.
All three of you are looking at like a brick in your hands.
My eyes wide. I think I'm taking a couple steps back, right? Like,
Ensign Ricky's looking at it too, and he's like, looking at his phaser.
Captain, it will be ill-advised to show any more signs of aggression.
And this thing keeps moving forward, and it engulfs Ensign Ricky. Somehow he's in the front of you because he's security. It engulfs Ensign Ricky, and he's like screaming, and you're getting the smell of churned.
You all found your spot hidden. You did not see me push him.
Captain said, "Go check it out." But yeah, Ensign Ricky gets engulfed in flames, in like this burning white hot flame, and then scorch outline of Ensign Ricky on the floor, and the thing sinks down into the floor, and it's gone.
Captain.
Yes, Mr.
Oh, I'm sorry. Sanity checks. We see Ensign Ricky get vaporized.
All right. 23. All good.
We
Big
won't say
fail.
all good just yet.
You did fails, McCoy?
I failed.
Nice.
I failed.
Not another murderous doctor, Shauna.
So,
is there any other kind of play?
Those of you who made it, who made your sanity roll, you're fine. You lose 0. If you lose sanity, if you failed your roll, you lose 1d3. So roll me a d6 or equivalent and have it.
Okay, I lost 2.
Nice, not bad. So you freak out a little bit. Say it's got something that's some kind of broke. How much?
You.
You lost 2 as well. Okay.
Yeah.
And I lost.
Spock lost sanity. No, this is not
Yes.
good. Vulcan's
lost
losing
3.
his mind. Oh no. Oh, that's bad. You're not like temporary insanity, but you're that's bad for a Vulcan. That's really bad.
May I
losing
point out
grasp of
that
reality.
Spock came flawed, not human.
That's true. That hybrid stuff is working against you. Absolutely.
Yep. You got this from your mother.
Yeah. Your mom freaking out. It's your mom freaking out. Sarah be stoned on this. Just be whatever. But
Captain, I suggest we go back to the Enterprise and we do the Kobayashi Maru and fire all photon torpedoes.
Yeah, I lean over my shoulder and I'm like to Mr. Sulu. I know that he's preoccupied at the moment, but I'm like, I did suggest torpedoes.
That you did, Captain. You're
That's why I'm Captain, Mr. Sulu.
always thinking ahead. Just realizing now, oh, that's the end that I'm supposed to point at the bad guy.
All right, yes. If you have your readings, gentlemen, maybe we should take them back to the ship for further analysis.
Okay.
Actually, make your you did your readings on it. It is a being actually of like pure light electromagnetic energy, basically. That's why I was able to turn the beam of the phaser using magnetic, super science that I'm not going to talk about. I have no knowledge of. But yeah, basically
it's
bending the
able
light
to fluctuate gravity by pretending to be denser than it actually is.
Exactly. It is feed off energy, such as the phasers. That's why I drained the phasers like that. I did gain up energy, and that also explains why there's no power to the ship, to the station.
It better not sense our shuttle. We will be stuck.
Yep, dead state. So yeah.
So now we have that wonderful scene where it shows us beating feet from this stage, and then we show up in another stage beating feet onto it.
Right.
Nice. But yeah, basically that's what it is. It's a being of pure energy, like light, and light can be acted upon by electromagnetic energy. So you're beating feet. Are we beating feet to the Galileo?
Yeah, let's try to get back to our ship at least if we can.
Got it. So yeah, you're trying to beat feet back to the Galileo, and it is it's low power, no power to Galileo.
No.
The antimatter is drained.
Basically, the antimatter is not drained, but like the actual the batteries that you use on it to turn on everything are gone. Like they're
Can
dead.
the Enterprise tractor beam us back? From
Enterprise could tractor beam you back
If we lower the shields.
if you lower it.
Well, you
Can
said
we-
shielding or shields?
The shielding on the station.
Well, I mean, if we can get to the Galileo, could it like attach to the Galileo and pull the Galileo back?
Can we undock without those batteries?
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes. There's mechanical
No.
for everything.
Yeah. No.
Just pull the lever.
We couldn't do
don't
a
have the
rope like
ensign.
this.
We don't
Well-
have the ensign anymore. We don't have anybody to pull the lever.
Benson Ricky's gone. We're screwed. We're so screwed.
Well, if we can just detach, then the tractor beam could pull us, right?
Yeah.
Or no?
Yeah.
So we may not be able to. Okay, but how do?
You can. Yeah,
We
you
can,
can.
okay.
You can basically pull off of the ship and just kind of float in space and let the Enterprise pull you back on.
Everybody okay with that?
Yeah.
Right. Let's Mr.
McCoy.
Sulu, why don't you?
McCoy.
Absolutely. It sounds like a
McCoy.
great plan. This
Excuse me, Doctor. What happened to the people? These people have to be accounted for. What happened?
What people?
Excuse me. The people on the station.
There's no more life signs.
They're dead.
There's no people on the
They're
station.
dead, Jim.
You only saw the 3 scorch marks.
4.
Well, 4 out of 40.
the 3 life forms on
Klingons
my
aren't people.
regular were the 3 Klingons
True.
that we came upon. So as far as I'm concerned, we're just like abandoning a bunch of Klingon, like unconscious Klingons. So
I mean, but you don't know what happened to the other 40 crew. You have no clue. You
yeah,
we
come
do.
across any of them.
Oh well.
It's a big station. We'll find. I'd say about.
Tune in next
37
week as
more
we play
scorch
another
marks.
game of Call of Cthulhu.
Well, McCoy, who is actually a super smart guy and realizes that all the energy is being sucked out of all the machinery all around. By the way, I was going to ask as McCoy, I would like to scan one of myself or one of the people around me to see if we too are losing energy. May I make that
Oh, that's a
roll?
really good question. Yes, you can.
Ooh.
Use your
I would
typewriter.
like to
I
do
wonder
that.
why I didn't think of that.
Your biosigns are going down.
6.
Nice. No, you're all fine. You're fine.
We're all fine. So this is mechanical. Okay. Captain, as we run to the Galileo, and the reason I am abandoning this station so easily is because I feel there's only Klingons on board. Let's get the hell off of here before we end up messed up.
I mean, that's my medical
That
officer.
sounded so Georgia right there.
I mean, you got to think about it. We're down 3 phasers. Sulu doesn't have his rapier. Well, we don't. Bones is ready to yeet. I don't know what the hell we're doing here right now.
It's time to nut up, Captain. I mean,
all right, look. Well,
phasers did not do anything against it anyway. You just fed it.
Right.
So you got to, yeah.
Well, in all seriousness, I think Jim would be reluctant to just bolt instantly, but he would definitely want to fall back.
Captain, we
That
can
would
use
fall back.
the greater resources on the ship to investigate this entity, which has
And what
taken
if
over the station.
And what if it follows us, Bones? Then the Enterprise is in danger.
Good point.
Oh,
Are there resources on the Klingon bird of prey that might help us?
Well, it's a nice
Can we
looking
get
ship.
there?
Let's make our way there.
It's possible you could use that, or Scotty never got a chance to look at a monitor to see what he could do.
Oh,
with
that's
the
true. To see if we
station.
get power
Yeah,
back.
I asked, but then
Right, perfect.
light showed up,
Then Klingons and
like cockroaches, we scattered.
everybody lost their mind.
So yeah, if we can get Mr. Scott in our fallback position to a monitor, and let him see if he can work any of his voodoo.
Incinerate Ensign Ricky, and everybody loses their mind.
Yeah.
Can I make an idea roll?
Yes, you
I'm gonna make
It's
an idea
intelligence.
roll
Yeah,
just to
make a
see.
look. Intelligence check.
Yeah. So, is it possible that it was drawn to Ricky's devices?
He
had
was
a
the
lot of
closest. He was the closest. He had a lot of them. He had tricorder. He had phaser.
Oh, I thought he said
So he
vices.
was like a buffet.
He might have,
A
he might have
buffet.
plug. We
A
don't know.
buffet.
We didn't ask Ricky, what he had on in covert. But, we
Right.
don't know. we
All right,
ask.
so
It's the 24th
it-
century. He can do what
right.
he wants.
absolutely. So with the readings that Spock and Dr. McCoy have, and if Scotty can get the monitors back up, I mean, they could sit. We could actually take. I guess so. Do we want to run to the bridge? I mean, we're already running back towards the Galileo, but it's a circular pattern, right? We could make our way around. And
Well,
up
you're
to the
kind of
bridge.
coming down the shaft of the station.
Okay.
Once we get on the cargo level, we just go, instead of going right, we go left, and
Left.
we go to the Klingon
towards
ship.
the engine room. Yeah.
Okay, so let's just do that. Yeah, that makes everybody all right with that. I think that's the best plan, right? Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
There's
Running in the dark in a
monitors and
station
stuff
with
you can
a
use
with a
there.
hostile monster. Yeah. It
The
sounds perfect.
backup. Yeah. The backups. Yeah. The backups to the computers
Cheers,
there.
Scotty.
Cheers.
Cheers.
You can do everything you can basically on the bridge from the engineering room anyway. So yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
So yeah. So we're taking the door to the left. Going down. You're like, poor Ensign Ricky, we barely knew him. Rick really didn't know him at all. Didn't sit with him at lunch or anything. Poor little
Yeah.
bastard.
I'm gonna miss Ensign Robert.
Pour one out. Ricky.
Raymond?
Raymond was around. Richard? Ricky. Yeah.
Bones, remind me to send his parents that form letter we created.
To whom it may concern,
Absolutely.
someone you know passed away.
Died valiantly in defense of the Federation. Nice. Most namely me. Died in defense of me.
I've included an autograph photo.
In the chair. In
To
the
help
chair.
you. Yeah.
Yes.
Glamour shot.
I hope this eases your suffering.
So there's the picture like you like this, and then the mirror shot of you looking the other way like that.
The fucking
While we're
lasers
running
in the
along-
background.
Yeah. Mr.
While we're
Sulu's
running along
shirtless.
and he's checking for his bald spot,
Exactly.
I whip open a communicator, see if I can raise the Enterprise.
Yeah, everybody notices that Kirk has less hair now than he does in TJ Hooker.
the style.
He hadn't been
So
to
it
California
feeds
yet.
on it feeds on rugs as well. I see.
Exactly. So you're going down basically this one large tube. Basically, it would have a turbo shaft going down it, a turbo lift going down it. You're basically walking down the ladder of this thing. Going
Well,
down
my arm's getting
a long,
tired.
and you're like long,
Yeah.
intense ladder. Actually, I need me some strength rolls.
Damn
For
it.
Uh-oh.
getting down.
You gave me
towards
an
the bottom
idea.
of this.
Oh,
I'm sorry. I'll
yeah,
shut my
I
mouth
got
from here on
extreme.
out.
Strength. So Scotty's like, I do Jeffrey's tubes on
No,
the daily.
that's
I'm good.
I actually got extreme too. I don't know how
Nice.
I did it.
Well, you're
Regular.
Spock.
High
You're
rolling
Spock.
low.
Regular Spock.
You're doing this one arm, Spock. You're like,
64 of 65.
we're close. You're close.
This is bullshit.
Sweat's popping out on your brow. How's McCoy doing? McCoy doing okay?
Have you ever noticed that
Success, actually?
Nice.
Sulu never dealt in any of the episodes with anything with height? Sulu's afraid of heights. That's
Is
why
that
he
what
was
it
never
is?
in a Jeffries tube.
It was never a no.
Hands shaking.
Actually, the mirror universe Sulu, like, never mind. Like, just
He's going to straight up Trek nerd out.
My oh.
He'll show you. He'll show you what he did in Jeffrey's tube. Yeah. Nice.
Well,
How-
no, I'm not old enough yet.
Exactly. Kirk, Kirk, how'd you do?
I'm okay. I'm regular.
So everybody's climbing down the ladder. You're doing fine.
Yep.
You get down to the bottom where the engine room should be. Open the door to the engine room, and it looks pretty similar to like the Enterprise's engine room. There's like the big chambers, beyond it looks like the big pump stations or whatever it was that pumps the matter and antimatter into the core, that kind of stuff. There are spare antimatter containers around here that still have antimatter in them. You assume. There is a bank of computer relays and buttons and switches and all that fun stuff. We're home, Scotty, as far as you're concerned.
Mr. Scott,
Exactly.
could the antimatter be? Could the
I'm going to look
antimatter
at
be
these
rigged?
skills, and you can tell me which one I'm rolling. Is it electronic repair? Is it mechanical repair? Is it engineering science?
Whichever one you're better with, you're best with. Honestly, which one? This is your
That
home.
would be engineering science.
Your home. Yeah.
And I have rolled a success.
Nice. So you're using your tricorder again to feed power to this panel, and you're able to pull up like the last set of computer banks on it.
Okay.
Last bit of recordings and stuff in here from like actually just a few hours ago, like about 3 to 4 hours ago. You're pulling back like the last banks from today. Yeah, and I mean the whole station is basically dead stick. You're looking at getting all this together. I mean, it's going to take a while. If you were to power up the station, it would take a bit. You're basically going to throw antimatter back in here, get the whole reaction going, and get it back up and happening. But yeah, you're pulling up the logs and stuff like that, and Commander Jameson is put in the captain's logs. Is Dr. Telefunken is doing some strange relays in doing some experiments with the transporter again. He's convinced that he'll be able to invent a long range transporter effect that could operate within the star system. I really don't think it'll happen. But he's doing it nonetheless, and I've given him permission to access one of our transporter paths to do so. And goes on, couple about like an hour later. It's like Dr. Telefunken has beamed some sort of strange creature aboard in his experiments, seems to be made of pure light energy. It's highly dangerous. Killed 2 of the technicians in the room when it was beamed on board. We are trying to evacuate the station, but as we have no craft to flee with, I'm sending out a distress call, for help, and that's basically like the distress call that you guys got a couple hours ago. And then the last transmission from the captain is like, We are using the transporters to beam us all in stasis and keep in flux in the pattern in the transported field. We hope to extend our survival rate in this transporter field and basically beam ourselves into like basically the Matrix.
And this is where Scotty gets the idea, so he can show up on the Next Generation show.
On the Next Generation, do it to Jordy. Exactly. Do it to Jordy. It's like steal this one. But yeah, they're from what you get, they are in the computer.
So can we
Okay.
bring them
Computers are in the computer.
So now I'm going to point out the thing that Captain, they're all dead. Because there's no power in the station unless I take that tube over there, dump it in that hopper, and take that tube over there and dump it in that hopper, and let them meet in between and start this puck back up.
Yeah, because
Damn it, Scotty, are we too late?
According to the way physics works, yes.
when the hell did that ever affect Star Trek?
Physics.
All right, you got me there.
I mean, Spock, you can back him up with the with a science roll, but yeah.
Oh, I could. And then
Yeah.
could we transport him to the Enterprise and in like some kind of data bank?
Oh, I'm rolling engineering. We'll
okay.
make something. Yeah, I'm in engineering. I'm going to roll engineering.
He's at home.
You know, I'm going to take that mustard pack over there, that salt shaker over there, the plastic spoon, and a couple of wires. We're going to be good. Yeah.
Nice up on the bow.
Yeah, it's only a regular success.
Nice. All right, so yeah, I mean, you can do it. It's just gonna take time. I mean, you gotta get the power up enough to activate the transporter, and then you can beam them back on here, or you can direct a beam towards the Enterprise and have them beam aboard the Enterprise. Your choice. And then you can beam yourselves, hopefully, out of here back onto the Enterprise.
Yeah.
But it's going to take a bit.
Is there a way to sabotage it so after we go, the light can't beam back to us?
And I'm rolling engineering.
Well, there's antimatter everywhere. I mean, it's not going to be hard to blow the place.
It's true.
Unless he already absorbed it all.
Oh, I got an extreme success.
If he absorbed it all, then I don't even know if
Extreme
we can start
success. So you know,
Up six,
again,
man. Up six.
Yeah. You know that the being is electromagnetic in nature and can be affected by electromagnetic fields. The tricorder can be used to project an electromagnetic field. You can use it to kind of hurt
lure him
it.
away. Yep.
Can we
Lure it or hurt it.
supercharge that with an antimatter reaction, Scotty?
Actually, I was going to ask Dr. Spock, is there any way we can get the beastie to be shut out of all these giant ears on the outside of this ship or station?
That's pretty brilliant plan. You could do that. You could use it to shoot it out into space through the radars, the dishes that are set up. You do know that Telefunken brought it in on a transporter, so it could possibly be transported back out.
Yeah, somewhere in
as
the
well.
general vicinity of Klingon.
So would
Can
I
we
be
pack a
using-
tribble with them?
Yeah.
which
needed a-
field would
I
I
need-
be using astrophysics or biology?
Yeah, astrophysics be fine.
Astrophysics? Okay.
I cannot confirm the existence of Praxis.
I made a 35.
35. So yeah, you know that. Yeah, probably the best bet would be just to again use the tricorders to either to try to herd the creature to the transporter pad and then get it out somewhere. You don't think it could survive out in deep space long without some sort of energy to suck off of.
Okay, great.
All right, I'm game with that because I cannot wait to take those 4 knobs and move them up.
Turn them all up to 11. Nice. All right. So we have a plan. All we need is some people to operate the truck or bait to move.
How many red shirts do we have left?
We're out of red shirts.
Oh,
Vincent Rickey's
crap.
fried. Vincent Rickey was fried right in front of your eyes. We're out for fresh out of red shirts. We only had one.
I
Well, maybe
suggest
the
people
first
with
thing
high
we should do is
specs.
beam in some red shirts.
I mean, Scotty needs to stay here. Scotty needs to stay here and do his engineering genius to get the animator back up and going. So we know that's happening.
All right.
I'm in.
I got a
I
tricorder and a
suggest
plastic
it looks
spoon. This will
vaguely
happen.
feminine. So how about the captain?
Nice.
Maybe you can
Nice.
make out with it, sir. Work with the green woman.
This has
Nice.
got all
Knowing
the
how-
colors of the rainbow.
Knowing how thrilling my touch is, Mr. Sulu, I'd probably kill it.
Nice.
So
God, I'm glad I wasn't drinking anything when you said that. That's the
Yeah.
quote of the night. Oh, fuck.
Nice.
so
So you know,
I grabbed Scotty's Does Scotty need his tricorder?
yeah,
Yes.
he needs to power
Okay.
this monitor.
I think we're going to need at least the way Matt is probably going to do this. We're going to need everybody else on all four cardinal points of the fucking station, so that we're all really far away from each other and split up. Thanks, Matt. So how far away do we need to be in order
You
to
can
lure
use
this
another
thing?
tricorder on the station. I mean, the station's full of tricorders. You can.
Oh
show
yeah,
the
well
power.
I can't because I don't even know how to turn it on. But if somebody shows me,
You've got computer use, don't you? Don't you have computer use?
do you know what you? I don't even want to discuss my computer use.
Is that what it is? Did I
yeah.
not put any in your computer?
It's not
Yeah.
great.
Why are you forgetting how to use a tricorder?
Standard
I didn't-
equipment.
So could we put a bunch of tricorders on inside of it, inside of the pad, the teleporter?
Oh, just turn a
pad,
bunch on at once.
and attract it.
All right, let's grab a bunch of those. I like that.
As a
Yeah,
good idea.
and instead of the painful shield, maybe we make the tasty snack.
Yes.
All right,
That's-
so
Instead of the stick, we're using the carrot. All right.
Yeah.
I like it.
Mr. Scott, how long will you need to do this voodoo
need-
that you do?
It's really going to take about 20 minutes. You'll need 3 hours. You'll need 3 hours.
I wanted to make sure I had the timing right.
Yeah, it's really going to be about 20 minutes. Which
Okay.
Yeah,
is
3 hours,
usually.
Captain.
All right, well, let's have a light lunch then. I mean, Jesus.
You got a
All right.
lot of station to cover to put all these.
You do have a lot of stations.
I mean, you're doing a breadcrumb trail of tricorders.
Yeah.
Oh, we're not just seriously, I thought we were taking like 9 and just turning them on in one
Yeah,
spot.
that's what I thought we was doing.
You can do that. Yeah. I mean, you
Much
Yeah,
can
more
use,
but-
power, right?
but that's not a TV show.
yeah.
That's fanfic. Come on, put some
I mean,
effort in here.
Yeah, basically. Spock, make me an idea roll.
Okay.
Intellect roll.
24.
Yeah. Basically, you have 2 other phasers still, I think, that are
Functional.
functional but useless against this thing. You can use the power pack on them to operate, to supply enough power for like 4 other tricorders to be operating, basically.
Okay.
If we had the extra phaser, we can. Can't you set those to overload as well?
Yes, you can.
Oh, yes, you can. Yeah. Which, yeah. We
Start
saw how it
trade.
fed this thing. It was being
Should we
fed.
scour a few of the rooms around us to find the extra crap, or?
We're in a
Oh,
cargo bay.
there's probably like 6 tricorders right here in this room. I mean, it's
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, nice.
I mean,
yeah.
that cabinet right there, left-hand side, upper
Yeah, it's
corner.
like they're all hanging on the wall. He knows exactly where it is. Can you
All
give
right,
me that extra pair of pants? I need that pair of pants.
They'll never fit me.
Right
Let's
no,
they won't fit me.
suck it in. Get that girdle on.
Let's grab as
Right.
many as we can. Gentlemen, you're with me.
Yeah.
Mr. Scott,
Yes.
good luck.
Nice. So yeah, Kirk. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know if I put any points in your computer use roll.
Let me-
But
yeah.
I did remember to give you Kirk food. You have fighting and then Kirk food.
Yeah, here's a light monster. Go flip it over your shoulder.
He doesn't. I think you have a brawling of like 60 or something, and then a Kirk food of like 40. I think so.
Yeah, and what you gave me in computer, because you're fun, is I mean, yeah, it's a 40. I mean, I'm functional.
You're functional. You know how to operate one.
I can turn it on.
Yeah.
I'm-
But yeah. The Kirk food. The way I've treated that is like if you roll your fighting and it's also under the skill of Kirk food, you do double damage as you go for like the double chop or
Oh,
the,
yes.
Or you
or the-
fall on your back and kick like a rabbit
or
or
the
something.
flying kick, yeah, the flying double kick,
Yeah, the kitten bunny.
What's the rolling phaser grab rolled under?
the rolling crazy grab.
That's a good one.
Nice. But yeah, actually FASA had a really good set of rules on this. They actually had the Kirk Fu rules in FASA. Like you could, and it explained a double hand chop and stuff like that. You could spend experience points to get to develop Kirk Fu. But if you had a physics of like 2 or better, you realize Kirk Fu would not work and you could not take Kirk Fu. He's like, this doesn't work.
Gotcha.
It's more like a massage, really. You just-
Exactly. Kind of deep tissue that thing.
yeah. The Gorn was
Nice.
just stressed. Rubbed it out.
Nice.
That sounded way
Um,
worse than I thought. Yeah.
I did like it. I'm excited. I mean, you in the sexy Sulu voice, nonetheless. Too. So that's making it better for me. So yeah. Let's take a quick 5-minute break, and then when we come back, we're going to be on the hunt.
Okay.
All right. I am back. I think we got everybody back, but James, is that correct?
That way.
Excellent.
Mhm.
Can everyone hear me?
Yep. All good.
No, no, not at all.
I don't have mine on. There we go. There we go. Now I can hear it. Excellent. Okay. All right. Welcome back, everyone. We are on the hunt. So we have Scotty down in engineering, turning the power on, getting the power on to the station. Kirk, Sulu, Spock, and McCoy are on the hunt for the creature throughout the station. Let's see. How are we hunting this thing? What are we doing?
Well, let's just real quick. Does anybody want us to? Should we leave one person with Scotty? Because if the creature decides to take a turn into, I mean, let's be honest. That's something that could happen. Does anybody? I mean, I'll even do it. If anybody would, does anybody want to stay by Scotty?
I'm perfectly content with all of you disappearing since you make a larger snack.
Yeah, but I mean, once the power goes up. All right, if you think you're all right. I mean,
All right. So look at it from an engineering perspective, my good.
I'd rather not.
So
But go ahead.
you four are the larger snack, so it's going to go after you. When I
Not
turn the
once you
power
turn the
on, it's going to
reactor
go after
on.
the engines, which is still a larger snack than me.
Okay, if we're convinced that's how it thinks, I'm good with it.
And I'm the one guy wearing a red shirt.
Nice.
That's true.
Away we go.
We may see the end of Scotty here. Nice. All right. So
that leaves the four of us. So
Exactly.
we're doing the lore concept, right? We're going to get ourselves over to the main transporter pad, set these things up in a pyramid group, light them up with the phasers, get them running, and then just let it go once he turns the power on.
Exactly. So this kind of has to be timed, pretty precisely. So you're making your way back up the shaft, the lift shaft up the ladder this time, making strength rolls again as we get up towards the top. We're getting tired again. Some of us barely made it last time.
Oh, nice. 17.
Just regular.
Hard
Nice.
success.
Nice.
Kirk Fu, no problem.
So you're
Yeah.
singing the song. There you go.
He
Going
cartwheels
up
up the ladder.
Do it with style.
I
Perfect.
TJ Hooker each rung.
Do you do a hood dive? Nice. Sweet. So yeah, you're coming up towards the top of the shaft, and you're open. The door is already open because you use the manual opens to get the door. So you back up towards like the actual hub, the habitation ring area again, back towards the bridge. Now the transporter pad was off the bridge, and it's a bigger transporter pad than you guys use. I think yours is like a six spot transport pad. This
Sounds
is a
about
10.
right, yeah.
Yeah, this is a 10 spot pad. So it's a much bigger pad. So they were able to blink, and get most of the crew off, or all the crew off, in pretty short order. So supposedly they're still out
In
there
the pattern
somewhere
buffer.
in a pattern buffer somehow.
Got it.
Yeah, somehow it's still locked in on the hard drive or something somewhere.
Mhm.
It's weird because the way they explain it is like you're basically disintegrating someone and reintegrating them. So
Yeah,
it's like
based on data. Yeah.
Every time you go on a transporter, you die and you're just reborn.
That is why McCoy hates transporting.
Exactly. You die. We kill you and we remake you in the next pad. Exactly.
Matt, I don't want to take away from the story, but for Hitchhiker's Guide in the Galaxy, I'd like to do a poem that's about 8 seconds. And
Yeah.
it's about transporter accidents.
Yeah.
I teleported home last night with Ron and Sid and Meg. Ron stole Maggie's heart away, but I got Sydney's leg. So
Nice.
yeah, so I think that applies to this situation because of the pattern buffer.
Yeah.
But
It's one of my favorite Next Generation episodes. It was very actually Cthulhian. Was the one with the guy from the A-Team? What's his name?
Mr. T.
No, Murdoch. Yeah,
Murdoch.
the guy who was on Next Generation.
Mr. T.
Yeah, the guy was Mr. T. I don't remember a Star Trek episode that had Mr. T on it. But yeah, when he was stuck in the transporter and the weird lamprey-looking creatures were finding him, that was that was straight out of From Beyond. Classic Call of Cthulhu story. I was like, man, somebody was up on that. When they came up with that episode. So you get towards the transporter pad. You're waiting for it to come on. So Scotty, you need to make me some more engineering rolls to get the animatter and the matter to flux and fix and do its thing.
What's a hard? Okay, it's just a hard success.
That's hard success is fine. So so he is letting you know that he's communicating on the communicators. It's the only way you guys can work is off your communicators. So he is letting you know that he is supplying power to the bridge. You're getting just enough power, to get things going. Turning the batteries on, all that good stuff. Charging up the batteries kind of deal. And you're supplying power to the bridge so that they can operate the transport pad, or you can operate it from here. Your choice.
Well, you mean where he is? He could operate.
Yeah, he can operate it either from where he's at, or you can operate it from up there on the
Probably
bridge.
better because we don't want to be in the room with this thing trying to transport it while it's growing from the.
Well, I mean, you still got to put the tricorders over there. Yeah.
Well, once we set them up, we're going to turn them on and bolt. Right. That's
okay.
That would be better, and we'll just let them know when. Okay. Yeah. That's great.
Okay. Sounds good.
If everybody's okay with that, that works, right?
I think that's a great idea.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's a great idea. Perfect. All right, so so you're goosing up the power on the transporters. So I take it you're getting ready to transport it off first. You're not worried about getting the crew back first.
No, because we always have the shuttle
first. We're getting rid of the creature first.
Yeah, so if we have to,
then we can get power back and bring them out of the buffer. Whatever.
Yeah, all that fun stuff. All right, so so you're getting activating the transport. So you got like the little console like the transporters where you pull the levers up. You pulling the levers up kind of deal. Make me engineering roll again, or you make this would be electronics.
We're talking to me.
Yeah. You're going to operate the transporter from down there. It's electronics roll.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, you said it in those two words. Oh.
Was it 90s? Is it fumble?
Oh.
So sparks fly from that console as that transporter console just fries right in front of your eyes. So that just dies right in front of you. Just like the levers melt into the casing. Nice. That's what I need to see. Perfect.
No.
Perfect. As the levers melt into the casing and the wires all fuse together. It's bad. It's super.
I told you
bad.
we should have left. We didn't wanted to.
Super duper.
Damn.
Super duper bad. So yeah.
Damn.
Wait. We still have options. He can still supply power to the bridge transporter. Console.
Just don't let him.
Yeah, let's see about that.
That shit going now.
Is this engineering or is this electronics?
This is electronics. Still electronics.
Okay, it's a basic success.
Okay, so yeah, you're seeing he's like, I got no choice. This is fried. You must have cross-circuited the bee and didn't.
Excuse me, I did not do that. The monster screwed up something when it was chowing.
When it was going through the system. Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
He's like, I'm doing it all I can.
He doesn't have enough of his juice.
It's that beastie captain. But yeah,
I think he needs to hit the medicine cabinet again.
There you go. It's green.
I'm having a sip from my can.
So yeah, he can supply power to the console for one of you guys to do it. Now, basically, I need everyone that's in here in the bridge.
No, Mr. Scott, I'm going to need your ass up here as soon as you get power on.
Oh no! He's got to upgrade everything from down there. No.
He burned that one.
No, but he's still got to get the power on from down there.
Oh, this is so
restores the
rigged.
power.
We're all-
Exactly.
Sorry, Captain.
No. He can't get there from here.
Sorry, Captain, but my boot's thrown a bootlace, and I can't fix it and work the transporter at the same time.
He's over there on a communicator. What? I can't hear you, Captain.
Barnes, we gotta go eat.
Got it. All right, so let's find out about that.
You're the only red shirt left, brother. I don't know what to tell you. So yeah. Are we setting the bait on our transport path? Or
If the power's on and the lights aren't flickering and Mr. Scott's down there, we're stuck.
He's basically got power onto like the transporter console up on the bridge. That's all he's got on. So basically you can turn it on. Turn
Mr.
on
Spock, Doctor, do you want to link these tricorders with Mr. Sulu, please? Get them
So
all
that's-
set up to turn on.
Yeah, that's an electronics role to link the tricorders on. Whoever's got the best electronics should probably do that.
Let's see.
Suddenly forgotten how to use my thumbs. I can't help.
65 is all I have in electronics.
65
That's-
is not bad.
Oh wow,
Pretty
I have
good.
nothing in electronics.
You should have at least a 30.
I had a 70 and rolled an aught without any issues.
No.
It can be done.
So it's up to Spock, of course, to do the super
Okay.
science with the 65 on the electronics
Oh
roll.
crap! I got 71.
71.
Some luck.
That's
Bring
not
some
bad. You
luck.
can spend 6 points of luck and make the 65.
Okay.
Yeah. You spend 6 points and make it work. So yeah, you touched one of the wires and you kind of did this for a second. You're like, oh, that was negative. I've done this before, Captain. This is highly irregular. It's highly illogical. But yeah, so you're basically daisy chaining all the like the 6 tricorders up there, and you're basically making it to like the same sort of energy pattern that the phasers were doing, because it seemed to like that.
Tasty.
Yeah. So it ate that right up. So yeah, you're doing like the same EM band of that energy, and you're backing away from it. You're like,
Okay, Captain Scotty,
sure if I'm
we
gonna-
are ready to proceed.
not sure if I'm going to have kids later this close to these tricorders radiating this energy, but
Yeah, you feel a little pond far. I mean, if you get
I don't know,
that,
Ponfar, your pants. But
little pond far.
Little Ponfar.
It's okay. When I'm frozen in ice, I'll cool it down.
Exactly.
Nice.
But like Spock's basically immortal, right? He's lived through all the series. He's lived through the movies. He's lived through the J.J. Abrams. He's immortal. He's
Yeah.
immortal. He's like space Jesus. Is Spock? It's basically what he is.
Well, he did come back as the second coming, so
He did come back. He totally came back. So yeah, you may we need whoever wants to make another like a computer roll to like turn on the transporter,
I can help with that one.
get it ready to go. Yeah, Sulu, you want to do that?
Not without spending 8 points of luck to make it a regular success.
So you're having a funny time trying to get that going, trying to have that happen.
Yeah.
This isn't quite the console you're used to working with. This is a couple years older than yours.
should I run over there and try?
It's like winning off XP, and you're like, wait, what?
I mean, I'm doing it all anyways.
You're busy with the tricorders, but
Okay.
yeah, thanks. You're trying to get that going. So he's this is kind of all happening at the same time. Kirk and McCoy, make your spot hiddens for me while they're doing that.
Oh, I don't know why I'm not paying attention, but apparently
You got
I'm very
nothing?
distracted.
You got
I'm-
nothing?
You're glowering at Kirk, and Kirk is looking at you like what?
Kirk actually is looking at any reflective surface, just making sure everything's where it's supposed to be. So I'm not.
I like that. Get that curl up right. There we go. There we go. There we go.
Yeah.
Get that one curl.
Yeah,
You just wanna
I
put that
totally
away.
bought. Yeah, I didn't do good on that one.
Uh,
Bad.
Okay. All right. So the lights are flickering in the room, but nobody's noticing. This weird eerie light is coming up from the floor again.
Dyson.
Aren't
So
you listening to the scene music at all?
That was put in post.
Nice, exactly. DC Fontana comes behind the camera again. It's later. Oh my god. Jesus. Actors. So Sulu and Spock, like you guys are putting together this stuff on the pads. I need you two to make a spot hidden because the other two failed you on their Overwatch.
Oh yes, OT4.
So you're working the transporter pad, and like Spock's kind of in front of you on the pad, and you're seeing like all of a sudden you're wondering why you're seeing like your shadow on the transporter console. Why there's suddenly light behind you. You spin around, and this thing is like 3 feet away from you, like this column.
Yeah. So I'm gonna get the fuck out of the way. I'm gonna do a sweet like overly theatrical roll out of the way.
Nice. Make a dodge roll then, because it's like basically rolling right towards
Not
you.
quite ballet, not quite acting.
Nice.
So what I do is I cartwheel right into the console with a all zeros. So.
All zeros? You
No.
just like nosedive right into it?
I bloody my own. I don't know what. You tell me. Keeper, what do I do? I literally
you catch your foot like in the chair, the little swivel chairs, and you tumble right in front of it.
Oh,
Spock, you got one chance.
I did 23, and I doing that sideways leap like that with my feet.
Wait a minute, let me bang my pot. There you go.
Can I reach for Sulu? Is there any chance with my dex being pretty good that I can?
Yeah, you can. You can.
All right.
So you're leaping out to the side. So yeah, you grab because you gotta have airtime.
Yeah.
You gotta have more if you can jump his line, let's jump his line. gotta have more airtime. So make me a dex roll, sir.
That was a hard success.
Excellent. So yeah, you yank him up out of the way, but his foot catches in the light of the creature, and you hear a sizzling sound.
Captain.
Your sizzling sound is like his foot basically kind of cooks up in his boot. And you're pulling away, sort of like a stump of a foot away from him. You lose 8 points of damage. Make me a con roll, please. Because I burned off Sulu's right foot.
I'm doing some
24 of 70, so that's actually a hard success.
So you unfortunately stay conscious as you smell your foot burning off.
I lose how many?
You lost 8.
Oh shit!
Oh my god, Cthulhu. Now can I is the big light creature like there, like right there?
It's actually making its way towards the transporter pad. Sulu just kind of got in the way. It was in the way.
I'm doing like first aid like right this second.
All right. Medic rolls, first aid.
So what's first aid on a burnt off foot?
4.
Salt, pepper, a little
So
oregano.
basically, you're
sock.
putting on the Star Trek version of Mercurochrome on the foot there. The swab. Stuff off. No problem. Everybody make me a sand check. I forgot about the 4 of you that are in the room. 6 sand check. You hear as your Sulu scream.
No,
I'm strong.
No?
That one's okay.
No.
6.
Captain, is everything all right up there?
We're having barbecue, Mr. Scott. Just give us a moment.
Sulu failed. Anybody else fail?
No, I'm good.
Passed.
Everybody else failed? All right, and everybody else made it? So,
Yeah.
Sulu, roll me a d6 as you've seen your foot burn off.
Damn it. Okay, that's a 5.
5. Nice. Perfect. Roll me a d10, please. Actually, I need you to rank me an intelligence roll. I need you to fail. I need you to fail your intelligence roll.
No, I rolled a natural 1.
Nice. So you are aware. You are aware that the cheese has slid off your cracker. Nice. And I need you to roll me a d10 as we pick up a temporary insanity.
8.
8. Bout of madness. So flee and panic is under that heading. So
That's going to be funny.
so you're basically kind of
Yeah, I just scramble. I scramble along. Yeah, dragging my gnarly liquidy stump behind me. I'm
you
leaving
keep
a
trying to
snail
get
trail.
up. You keep trying to get up and you can't. So you're like it's as awkward as it looks.
Mr.
Yeah.
Stump,
I think he first stands up and he steps on the stump and it's like,
Oh,
Down he goes.
yeah. Okay.
So
How
you're
many
like
rounds?
grabbing down the swivel chairs and stuff as you keep trying to get up. It's as bad as it looks. It's as bad
Yeah.
as it looks.
How many rounds?
Roll me a d10.
Oh boy. Okay, 2. That's better.
Not bad.
Bones, do you have
So
something to knock him
you're-
out?
I mean, that's
Yes.
an option. That's an option. That is
Cthulhu.
not-
Magic Phaser's stunned.
Do you still have it on 3, Kirk?
My phaser was burned out.
Captain, no! Let me knock him out.
I
Captain,
said
no!
that.
No,
I'm not-
do not shoot Zulu, Captain.
I can't have a man deformed on my ship.
Captain,
He points the phaser and looks away.
Captain, just let me knock him out and we'll take care of him. Captain,
All right,
don't
Bones.
shoot him.
No.
Okay,
No, I
maybe
would
a-
never,
maybe a
I would
first aid
never
roll.
shoot Mr. Sulu.
Maybe a first aid roll there, McCoy. You hit him with the knockout juice.
I
Phaser's knock
am a
people out too.
critical failure.
Critical failure.
so his senses are heightened.
You're trying to So you're trying to grab him down, and he's fumbling and fumbling and stuff like that.
It is
And
like
you basically
the
spray
one
it
thing
all over
we
his
can
skin.
do.
Yeah, nice. What was it? Was it 000 as well?
It was 97.
97 is still failure. Yeah. So you basically spray it all over his arm. It's it didn't get into his skin. It's like psst, and it's like basically shot all over his arm, and his shoulder. So yeah, he's still fumbling and scrambling and stuff like that towards the door.
I'm like kicking at you with my stump and leaving like
Get away from me, Doctor. Get away
stump
from
marks
me.
on your uniform.
I do want to say that after the first aid, I do want to knock him out with like a hypo spray.
That's what
So-
you were trying to do. That's what you were trying to do.
Oh, I was
you
okay. I
sprayed
thought
it-
you were
You,
trying
you
to
sprayed it
do
all over his arm, like you didn't get
Got
because
you.
he's
Got you.
flailing. Yeah, he's flailing around, and you basically didn't get to stick it into his shoulder. It just like went all over his.
Spock,
his
can you
tunic.
pinch him quiet, please?
Ooh, Vulcan nerve
Ooh,
pinch.
yay!
Oh, okay, cool.
Vulcan nerve pinch.
Talk food right
Make
there.
make me a combat roll, a fighting
If you
roll. to
miss
grab
this,
Okay.
I'm priming the phaser.
all-
If you miss this,
he's cranking the phaser. Can't crank on the phaser. He's pulling out one of the ones from the console on the bridge.
66.
66. What's your combat?
Where do I find the combat?
Fighting.
I'm so
Fighting.
sorry. Fighting.
Brawl?
Okay. A brawl is 55. Shit.
So you'll need to spend
Luck.
luck to make it.
Yep. Luck. And you said how much?
1 for 1.
1 for 1. Okay. So that would be. If I got 66. Oh man, that'd be 11 out
It's
of.
fine.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's fine.
that's what you gotta do. So yeah,
I
you
know.
basically you grab a hold of his shoulder and do the pinch, and Sulu, you go right out. Boop, boop. You're probably like right at the part where you get ready to be calm anyway. But
You
Spock's
missed an
catching.
opportunity, man. That was
Yeah.
a definite. Oh my!
Yes.
Look over your shoulder longingly at him.
oh my leg or lack thereof.
Exactly. Nice.
Legs
so,
there, foot's missing.
So yeah, foot's missing. You can clone some new material and make a new foot. He'll look fine next episode. He'll look fine. You clone some
Little
materials.
athlete's foot, but
Yeah,
we'll figure that out.
Next episode, he's got a little baby foot in the booty.
Sulu always was a daredevil.
Nice. So I maimed Sulu. Nice. Just maimed him.
That's awesome.
Horribly. Peg leg Sulu. That's what I call him. So yeah, the thing is like beelining towards the tricorder, just like it's supposed to.
All right.
So
Pick
yeah.
it up, Scotty.
So yeah, we need
That's not
somebody
my
at the
line.
we need somebody at the computers with like computers roll. Computer use roll. I need a computer use roll.
That's
Okay.
probably Spot.
Spot. Yeah, spot.
45.
45. So bzz, you turn all the levers up. I'm like Scotty. Scotty turned him down and broke him. Broke him off. But yeah, you turn all the levers up and bzz, and there's this weird crackling energy. Is like forks of like lightning and stuff kind of come out and hit different areas of the bridge. I need everyone to make dodge rolls, as this thing does not like the idea of getting transported off the bridge.
Oh, crap.
Dodge is pretty good. Yeah, it's good.
Critical fail. I got like 80 and my dodge is only 40.
Nice critical fail.
Regular
Mm.
fail.
So you walk right into it.
I was
made
gonna
it.
say it's a one shot. Can you blow 40 luck?
I only have 28 luck left because I've had to use luck twice.
Yeah, if you don't, I mean, if you have
Oh,
enough
no,
luck
that's
to
fine.
make it, if you have enough luck to make it, now's the time.
I
She
know
doesn't.
Yeah, you better make it.
because I have 85 and my dodge is only 40.
Got it. So anyone else fail their dodge?
Made it.
So
I'm good.
anyone else do better than a hard when they're dodge?
No, mine was just off hard. It's regular.
Regular?
Yeah, just
Want to spend a little luck and make it a hard?
you allow that because
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can. You can. You can
All right.
always make it after a roll. Whatever
All
you
right.
need to do. As long as
Yeah.
it wasn't a fumble or anything like
No.
that.
So I gotta spend 4 points. Okay.
Okay, make it hard. Everybody else is making a regular regular
Yeah,
dodge.
I'll use my luck to make it a regular. Yeah.
Make it a regular. Sulu, how about you?
Yeah, he's
Actually-
unconscious.
Oh yeah, you're unconscious, so you're
I
perfect.
kick
You're
him
fine.
as I'm dodging. I kick him really hard out of the
You're
way.
fine. You're fine.
I like shot.
So
And it was this episode that created the feud between the two actors.
dun, dun, dun.
I was never close with Mr. Shatner.
Nice. So Spock, he's working the console, like he gets hit with the fork of the lightning, and you take 11 points of damage. How many hit points do you have?
15.
I need you to make me a Constitution roll to stay with us.
Okay. And I did 11. So that was good because
awesome.
my con, even the, what's the one before, the very last one is 16.
Nice. So yeah, you're gaining extreme. So you're alert. You kind of grab a hold of the console a little tighter, nearly break it off. But yeah, you're like, as you're getting hit with like taser energy, kind of stuff like that. Shauna, you just made a regular dodge, right? Do you have enough luck to make it a hard? Shauna. Hello, Shauna.
I mean, it would be like the rest of my luck. Like,
it's out or get
Well,
hit. It's out or get hit.
okay, so I already used luck to make it a regular success. So
Okay.
do you?
So you want to
okay,
get hit.
okay. I mean, I make it a hard. Okay.
Make it hard, so you just make it. You just duck out of the way. You miss the fork of lightning. Kurt ducks out of the way. Sulu's on the floor. He's not getting hit.
When I see
so
Spock
yeah.
get hit, I yell out "Vol!"
Because
Because that was the. Did he get hit? Spock got hit with lightning in that one, right?
yeah.
With in the apple. Yeah.
In the
So I
ball,
scream
in the
out
apple.
"Vol!"
It's a flash of like this
The
platinum
lizard
hair,
head.
super pink skin.
Yeah.
Nice. All right, so Spock gets hit for 11 points, nearly dies from the electrical blast. And then all of a sudden, whoop, it kind of sinks in on itself under the transporter, almost kind of implodes, just kind of, whoop, and it weird noises going out, and then it's gone, just as suddenly as it came. Where did you send it?
Klingon space.
I mean, and that's the thing. Like he was working on transporters to go like fall. You know, so yeah.
So it's on a 7-year mission because we sent it pond far.
Yeah. Knowing Kirk's lack of science, I would say throw it at a sun. It would absorb it, black hole, kill everybody.
Of course.
But that's not a good idea. So we're just going to,
become a sun eater. Nice.
If we knew of a planet, because on the way in, we did do a lot of readings on what was around.
Yeah.
If we knew a planet that was uninhabited, we would drop it in there, I guess.
Yeah,
Because sending it to Klingon, well, I don't trust them. I would never. I mean, that's really, that's so screwed up.
Nice.
Oh, very funny.
It's great, but I mean, I wouldn't do it.
We sent it to the dark side of the moon.
There you go.
That's how that doomsday machine is created. You send it to the sun and they have power to make the doomsday machine. The cornucopia of doom.
Here comes the bugle of pain.
Yeah, the bugle of pain. That's exactly
Awesome.
what it was. I don't know. I mean, they worked with like props from like the Lucille Ball show. I mean, what are you gonna do?
Yeah.
Well, she is the godmother of science fiction TV shows. So
thank goodness for her, right?
Yep.
So yeah, whoop, it's gone, and everybody's like, you got your senses back together. Sulu, you probably knocked out for you're coming around, in that dramatic moment kind of
My
stuff.
future as a foot model is ruined.
We'll
McCoy,
get you back on your feet. McCoy will get you back on your feet.
On your foot, you mean?
Ooh, that's -5 luck there, Mr. Cook. Yes, Captain Kirk. That's -5 luck.
I didn't write that line.
Me and this cute little raccoon I found out in engineering are building an apparatus for him to walk on.
McCoy's sure he can grow you another foot. Yeah.
Yes, I am very sure that we can do that.
Put it in
Yeah.
bath
And the way McCoy's rolling, we might even be able to attach it to the bottom of the leg.
That's right. It might not look quite like a foot, but
it'll have a little mouth between the first and second toe. It can talk to you at night. It's totally fine. It's totally fine. Little big mouth.
The call of Cthulhu.
It'll talk to you at night.
Dad joke. Sorry.
It's only a mouth that you can see. Nobody else can see it. You're just that's an indefinite insanity you have. Like where you see a little mouth at the end of your foot, and you're like, what? It's not my foot. It's not my foot. It's talking to me.
Why do you keep kicking people up with the scrotum? The toe told me to.
Starting to sand
Like
with the
the
big
toe.
toe.
The toe.
what
Nice.
the heck even just happened?
Nice. So, Scotty, I need engineering rolls. You bring the power back up to back up on the station. This thing is gone.
I did it with a regular success.
Nice. So, Spock, I need you to make me a hard computer use roll to get the people out of the pattern buffer. That's not good. That's not good.
It's okay. You didn't have enough luck to save your butt from getting hit, so you have luck to spend on this.
I think he's out of luck. I think he's out.
I got a 63. A hard would be a 37.
You don't have enough luck.
No.
You don't. Anybody else can kind of help her along?
I'm the other computer expert. I can do something from engineering.
Computer rolls. You use computer use rolls. Basically, you're using the computer console on the transporter.
I'm dramatically carrying Sulu down the hallway.
Did you say I needed a hard success?
Need a hard success.
Okay, I'm blowing like the rest of my leg. Like basically.
Blowing the rest of your leg, can you make a hard success? Exactly, because Spock was only getting about like half of them, and you're like, whoa. There's still some in the wash. You gotta get them through that filter there, that pattern buffer there.
So I made it a hard success.
Excellent. Because I think I give you slightly more luck than the others.
I think we narrowly missed like a really bad body horror scene where they all came out
it
like
was, 'cause
human
Spock was-
centipede or something.
Spock was about ready to bring half of them back, all disjointed.
I hate when we fail a scenario like that.
Exactly. But yeah, no, McCoy, with his life sciences skills, he's like, no, the foot goes there. See, Sulu's missing his. You put that over there.
And bone connected to the
He's-
ass bone, and
exactly.
the ass bone's connected to
The wrist shouldn't be growing out of the ear. It shouldn't be done like this kind of a deal. No,
I did not
that's
learn that in medical school.
Spock's like, whatever, man. I mean, they're people, right? Whatever.
I've always felt my human half was deformed.
So yeah, so you're bringing them back 10 at a time, and they've lost a little weight in the pattern buffer. They've lost about 10% of their body structure.
Well, you're
In their
welcome.
pattern buffer. so yeah, they've lost a little weight. They're a little emaciated, and they've lost some muscle and some tissue loss in the creatures and the beings, and they're a little mopey. I mean, little dopey, little knocked out.
Is this- Bones, is
I
this
already
normal?
hate transporters, so I'm doing mass research on this.
Yeah. I mean, basically, you're going to have to spend some time and get them developed back up again. They've lost it. I mean, it's gone.
Okay, no, that's cool because I'm writing a book. It's going to be a bestseller. It's the trans fat buffer diet. Okay.
Nice.
I feel like there's going to be like some kind of backlash where whatever's left in the buffer just is like out.
This oozy thing.
Yeah. It's dripping.
And next week's episode is
Some sort of degradation kind of deal.
The blob who loved me.
So you get the power back up on the station, and you're able to supply back power to the Galileo, and we have the cutscene of the Galileo making its way towards the Enterprise, and that's the game.
I survived with 4 hit points. Yay!
You survived. I nearly killed Spock. That's scary. That's absolutely scary.
And the best thing about the Galileo is if you look at the 2 narcells on it, there's a glowing little child of the light monster in each one.
Trailing along behind it. Nice. But yeah, this game always does tend to run fast because there's really not that much to it. It's you come across a situation, you figure your way out or leave. But I always have fun running this at like cons. I've run it several times at cons, and it's weird. Like the people you get to that play Kirk, it's because it's usually someone who's a huge Trekkie or has hardly ever watched Trek. It's always fun.
Yeah,
it's one or the other. And like the last time we ran it, like we this kid might have been 16 years old, never watched a Trek episode in his life, and just came to play it and just had no clue what was going on with Trek. And we were like, it's fine because basically it's just like the show. Like we tell you what to do, you tell us what to do back, and we do it.
Raz did a fantastic job, I have to say.
Oh, well, thank you.
Good job.
Everybody did
Good
great.
job.
I thought you guys were amazing.
Well done all around.
Yeah.
Who else has made that idea to put all the
Suck, player.
tricorders in the center?
Nobody has.
Oh, woo!
Nobody has.
I have to say,
Yeah.
I love Shauna as Dr. McCoy because
Yes,
if
it
I
was
get,
great.
I've never
So
seen
intense.
McCoy flip out so many times on Kirk.
You're
In one
right.
episode, that was great.
It's
That was
spot on.
amazing. Don't shoot him. I'm like, I'm not going to have a wounded man on my ship. I'm just not allowing it.
Yeah.
Deformities just aren't acceptable.
Yeah.
No, I'm not happy we're taking everybody back. That's dead weight. I mean, a lot of people if they can't do shifts, we're not giving up their food. We don't have replicators yet.
Oh my
This is
God.
bullshit.
No,
You've
but
only
we do
got
have a
enough food for
closet
5
full of
years.
red
I think
shirts.
there needs to be a psych
I mean, you've lost
appointment
20 red shirts. Yeah.
Yeah.
Here,
Nice.
just put this on. Then you can have some
Probably-
Jello.
Now, usually they use the tricorders to push it back, or they just have bait, like bait, like
Okay.
run towards the transporter kind of deal.
Oh, that's always good.
If they didn't figure out how to use the tricorders. One of my favorite sessions, God, this guy was playing with his daughter, and she might have been 14, like maybe 14, cute as a button. Sweet kid was playing Scotty, and I had him trapped in like the turbo lift shaft, and he was trying to get the door open, and I was making like mechanical rolls, which I don't do now because it's horrible. Sooner or later you're going to fail.
Yeah.
So he's trapped in the turbo lift shaft with the creature, like the creature's coming down, and she is freaking out, like literally at the table, freaking out, trying to make the roll. She's like rolling like 75, like it's getting, and I just move it a little closer. I need you to roll again, try to get it open. It's 78, like he's not making the roll. And I was like, okay, you got one more roll you can make, and then it's on you. He's just like, I'm not gonna make it. Got this young girl like tears rolling out of her eyes, almost as she's scared her characters were gonna die. Dad's just rolling, just laughing his ass off. I'm like,
that's so sweet.
I know, right?
Because my kids would have left me.
Exactly. She's like, I'm not gonna make
Lauren would have ran. Lauren would be like, I'm done. I'm out.
Screw this game. Flip the table.
No.
Yeah. I mean, as like she made it and went through the door. I had it just like kind of lick the foot, kind of like on Cthulhu.
Oh,
so you feel the heat from the foot as you're coming out. She's like, ah, terrified some 14-year-old girl. I'm proud of myself. Totally
She probably had nightmares all night last night.
Totally, that fat bastard.
I'm gonna have nightmares tomorrow when I'm looking at that fucking Easter ham. I'm gonna think of Sulu's poor foot.
I'm just loving that we're live with. Hi, allow me to describe the child abuse I did at a convention.
I know,
Please.
Right?
Check out Lurking Fears.
This
is the way to treat your children if they have done something wrong at school.
I had an age limit on the game. They want to bring the kid. We're bringing the kid. We're playing. No, I mean, it was totally fine. She had a great time. I just scared the bejesus out of her in that one moment, which was delicious. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
I felt bad for like half a second, but it was super fun at the time.
I made a little girl cry. It was
awesome.
It
was amazing. In retrospect, not the shining moment of my GM career, but I was living at that moment. I'll be honest.
It's why we do what we do.
Exactly. Scare little girls. Nice. Terrorize them. Nice. But yeah, super fun. Thank you guys so much for playing.
I enjoyed it. Thank you.
Thank you for inviting me, man. It was awesome. It was great to meet those of you who I hadn't met before. This was a lot
Absolutely,
of fun.
Jason. So
I don't know if I really like your voice or I really like your microphone and what it does for your voice.
His voice is like that.
Oh, really? Okay.
Really like that. It is
really
good like that.
Well, in that case, I really like your voice.
Well, thank you.
And
I also need to remember that it does things for my ice chewing habit too. I'm like, sorry.
That's okay. Yeah. Well, yeah, we were remarking like when he got there, we're like, oh my God, you're like tall. It's like, hi.
Oh, wow.
I was literally, it was that bad. Like Tara's like, we're gonna go play a game. I'm like, is Jason gonna be there? he's like, she's like, yes. I'm like, okay, I'm coming.
Oh man.
I just crushed it a little bit. I was like, good God, he's like tall.
It's true.
It is true. He doesn't look it on the camera.
I clean the tops of a lot of refrigerators for people.
I was like, oh my goodness. But no, I had a great time playing at Chaos and Con, meeting you. I'm looking forward to do some fun stuff with you guys on Myth Brigade in the future. That's going to be pretty exciting.
Absolutely.
And again, your group is always welcome in the Lurking Fears room. You want to just come in and drop and run a pickup game or schedule something in the future. We are glad to have it with you, man. Absolutely.
That's awesome. That is awesome. Yeah.
Very, very cool. All right. Well, I am going to close this out. I want to thank you guys for watching us. And those of us who want to hang on for afterwards with a little bit of a wrap up. But we're going to end the live broadcast. But thank you guys for watching. And
so you're not doing the Star Trek part on live, Matt?
The what?
You said you want to do what the favorite Star Trek?
Oh yeah. Thank you for reminding me. I'm trying to remember. I will lead off.
You mentioned it. That's the only reason I was bringing it up.
I did. Yeah, we can discuss that real quick. You guys go around and I go start with you, Raz. Go clockwise round, and then I'll say mine.
All right. So mine, I'm going to just pick episodes because this is what locked me in. I was already watching Star Trek for many, many years, but Voyager, liked the show. Wasn't my favorite for a while until the year in hell. that 2-part series where they just keep getting hammered,
I did.
and it was like it was just amazing. And I fell in love with Janeway at that point.
Mhm.
And during the couple of years, I think 2 years ago, when they were still doing Star Trek Vegas just before COVID, they said who was the greatest captain. Yeah, I was begging people to vote for her. I think she ended up winning, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah,
She was the only captain that still had her hair. I mean,
she defeats the Borg in the series, right? She's the only captain that came from. I mean, she wasn't command; she was science. So there's a lot of things about her I liked.
yeah.
But yeah, I would have to say, I have such a love for the original series. I think Voyager was the one because of where the show went. Finally, I just really liked that one. Little ship, beat up, liked it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I'd
Jason?
say the original series for sure.
Nice.
Although, actually, I remember sort of Next Generation watching kind of reruns of that while I was making adventures for D&D, like when I was a kid, you know?
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, the original series, that was one of the only times that I got along with my dad, you know, and like we would just nerd out. And I think the Salt Creature episode.
Oh, that's a good one. Yep.
That was such a good episode. And
That weird creature with like the sucker face.
Yeah, they were just like,
Yeah. Yeti
looks
looking
like
thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good one.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
That's a good one. Shauna?
So I love so much Star Trek, but I've got to say the original series as well, because I grew up actually similarly to Jason. My father and I would watch like reruns when I was like really little kid, and I actually, before we had a VHS, I actually taped on audio cassette the original series. And I would actually listen to it at night. And I can't do it any longer at all. But I was at a period of my life where you could play like 30 seconds of any original series episode, and I would be able to tell you like which episode it was and like what was
wow.
That's amazing.
like.
Yeah.
And I can't do that anymore. But anyway, so even though like, you know, like Raz said, like Voyager is so insanely good, and I could talk about Deep Space. I could talk about all these series, but like the original series is like my heart. So.
Absolutely.
I'm kind of like Shayna. I love DS9. I love Voyager, but I always used to watch Star Trek on, oh crap, what day was it? It was a holiday, and they would play all of them back to
The
back.
marathon, like on Channel 5 or something.
That was it.
Yeah.
And that's my favorite memories of childhood is watching that, because I grew up without a TV. So we'd go to my grandparents' house or something for a holiday, and I'd get to watch TV, but that's what we watched.
Yeah.
Oh, no kidding. That's
Star Trek.
amazing.
So, yeah. And of course, you know, when I was younger, it was Trouble with Tribbles was my favorite.
Of
course.
course. Yeah.
But every single one, every episode that I watched when I was young just had an impact on me. So,
Excellent. Nice. James?
Oh, the original series, hands down.
Nice.
The second would be Deep Space Nine. Third would be
Nice.
Next Gen.
That was good.
I could
Yeah.
not get into Voyager, and Enterprise is not even on my radar.
Just-
Don't get me wrong.
Like the
Voyager was a slow burn. It took
was.
you a while to get it, but once it hit like the second season, when they finally decided on her hairdo, because her hair changed every gosh darn show.
the bun or the shorter.
But going back to the original series, favorite scene, not just episode, but favorite scene was, I believe, Trouble with Tribbles on the space station, the fight with the Klingons. Scotty finally hits them, and it wasn't even that part. It was when Kirk was finding out what happened and ended up confining him to quarters.
Yeah.
Because I love that whole thing. Oh, and then you hit him, Scotty. No, sir. And then they called you, and then you hit him. No, sir.
No, yeah,
And
that
then
was
they
very
called
good.
the
Yeah.
Enterprise a
Yeah.
garbage scout. And then
I
you
hit
hit him. Yes. All right, you're confined to quarters until further notice. Thank you, Captain. I can catch up on my technical manuals.
Where he wanted to be. He didn't want to go in the first place. Exactly.
But there is one caveat here, because the original series, perhaps one of the worst episodes. But I have Roz here, and he is playing James T. Kirkfu Kirk.
You did kind of kirk it up. You did.
Yeah.
You did.
So, I want to see if you're a better character actor than the original Shatner. And do you remember when he was mind controlled to pretend he was a horsey and went around whinnying?
No, I'm not joking. I don't remember this.
You
was
lie
great.
like a cheap Persian rug.
Yeah.
Wait. Is this the one on the planet when they're all experiencing their fantasies and McCoy follows?
No, it's not Fantasy Planet.
They're
Okay.
It's the
controlled
one
by
where
people.
they're like in a Greek court and like there's
Oh, I
a
remember that one.
Yeah.
there's a mean
Oh, the
midget.
gods are above them,
Yeah.
Mean little guy, yeah.
and he
Yeah.
acted like a horse.
Yeah, he's like, yeah. Yeah, that's exactly what he did. And I think
He
I think
acted
the-
like something. They claimed it was
Yeah.
a horse.
yeah,
Yeah.
it was fantastic. I was like,
You have homework, Roz, because I will get
Yeah.
this out of you.
it's a great show.
I
It's a
will.
great show.
I'll have it ready for Origins.
My favorite was for a long time the original series, mostly like you guys. That was the getting together with the family. It's like one of the few shows we could agree on to watch, kind of deal. We could all watch it for whatever reason, our own individual reasons. But as I kept going on, and I had to actually watch the whole season again to really love it, was Deep Space Nine.
Mm.
I didn't get it when it first came out. I don't think I was mature enough internally to catch what was happening. And then I watched it again. I'm like, oh wow, they're like at no point, do any of these ultimately trust each other. Each one has their own agenda.
Oh yeah.
Everyone on it. And that intrigued me because that was outside the Trek lore. Everyone's part of Federation and blah 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 blah. I mean, and what really got me was all the captains had a code, a code that they followed. Cisco was by any means necessary. He literally assassinated a Romulan diplomat to save the universe. He's like, done, just threw away a life, and that was hands down was my favorite episode. Is when he was faced with that situation, he's like, we're doing it.
I like the
Yeah.
severity.
That was the heyday of my
Of all the
TV watching
leaders.
because I had Deep Space Nine and Babylon 5 on the same time.
Yeah.
And Babylon 5 won my heart, but Deep Space Nine was not a bad runner-up.
And then when he was chasing down the Maquis leader guy and was like,
Yep.
sending metagenic weapon on that planet, obliterate it. And they're like, what? He's like, did I stutter?
I love the severity of his character.
Yeah,
that for
by
me was
any
something
means
that
necessary. He was a Jean Valjean but to the nth degree. He was not giving up. And that's what I loved about him. I was like, and in that situation and in that time frame in Star Trek lore, that's what you needed, was somebody who could go beyond the pale to pull out a win, because otherwise they were done. They were totally done.
He won my heart. He won my heart when he punched Q.
Oh God, yeah.
Yeah.
You hit me.
You punched me. I'm not Picard.
Yeah, he never liked Picard.
I don't play games.
That character
Oh, yeah.
they never got along.
Son of a bitch killed his wife. we're not
So-
getting past that.
If we have a second, I'd like to ask everybody, what's the one Starfleet person or character they dislike the most? I'll start. O'Brien.
Yeah.
Really?
Oh.
I
Yes.
can't stand the
No.
O'Brien. I'm sorry.
Oh,
I'm sorry. I found him so utterly painful to be on screen. Fast forward. I mean, there's so many. Listen, there's a lot of Starfleet people, right? And he jumped from show to show, but of all the ones, I just never connected to O'Brien.
I would have rather watched Barkley.
But his arc in Deep Space Nine, I mean, it's like there's like so many episodes. It's like we're going to shit on O'Brien in this episode, like literally rain shit down on him.
Have you watched Ensign Kim? The only guy in Star Trek never to get promoted out of any class, any person. He stayed in Ensign, died 7 times, and still stayed in it. You're like,
70-year-old Ensign.
yeah, he's like, oh my God, this poor man. No, I get it. It's just, like I said, it was just one of those characters. I felt like he and Kiko always had that constant.
That's fair.
I'm like, oh, stop with that crap already. But
That's
whatever.
fair.
Everybody has their guy.
Yeah, my guy's Q.
You hate
Yeah,
Q.
It was
Aggravating.
overdone.
Yeah.
Completely aggravating at a point. I think the first episode that I remember seeing him in, it was like, oh, that's really cool. It's just immortal, but
They leaned on it a lot. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
How about you,
Absolutely.
Shauna? Is she wearing her shirt that says "I love O'Brien"? Because I feel really bad now.
All right, I'm
Yeah,
gonna have to say Q2 because it is really overdone and annoying. I didn't really. I was trying to think of somebody that was different, but it just there's too much.
I'm
Q.
sorry. Q's a personal hero. He's right up there with Bugs Bunny and House. Okay.
For you, I can totally see that. For you, I can totally. I need the perfect foil. Q is the perfect foil. Yeah. Joy.
I'd have to say Cass off of Voyager.
She was a stretch for me.
Wow. Okay.
She was a stretch for me.
Hmm.
Yeah, I could see it. I could see it.
She was very annoying.
I get it. I can get it. As annoying as O'Brien apparently was to some people, like
And Counselor Deanna sometimes get on my nerves too.
dude,
Just like
early Deanna was a waste.
yeah.
But then again, the first 3 seasons were a waste.
I'm not going to regale everyone with the story again about my personal encounter with Marina Sirtis, but I will sometime with you. And it's true. It fits. She was playing it tight. She's a train wreck. But anyway, James.
She's a train wreck.
We go back to O'Brien.
Really?
O'Brien was, Star Trek was about future potential until you got to Deep Space Nine. Then it was its own special situation. But you always had that wonderment of the future and everybody was an officer. And then you got Chief Transporter Chief. I mean, was he ever an ensign, really? I mean, I'm thinking petty officer 3rd class here, okay?
He was petty officer. Yeah, he was considered a petty officer. Yeah.
So, I mean, he was the first enlisted to be shown.
Yeah.
And he never hit me as Star Trek or Federation. He just hit me as I punch a clock.
he's very blue collar. Yeah, he's very blue collar.
And it's like, well, we know why everybody else is here. Can you get the coffee?
Can you fix the coffee machine? Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Mine is for two different reasons that really work well together. Is Wesley. Wesley.
Wesley like the Jar Jar Binks of Star Trek. I didn't even think about him.
For 2 reasons. One, the obvious reason. Nobody likes Wesley. Shut up, Wesley. Was constant thing he was being thrown. But 2, honestly, is watching him as a person, reflecting back on that and how he was basically bullied into doing that role by his mom and dad, and he absolutely hated doing it. Wow. People are asking about why he's not on the card, and it's like that's why, because he had no desire to be in that role. His mom and dad forced him into it for the money, kind of deal.
But Matt, he's doing Ready Room. I mean, is he really?
He's really talking about a show. He's not acting.
He's not actually doing the grind of the. Okay, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, he's not on the show. Acting. You talk about nerd stuff all day long. I mean, he created Geek and Sundry.
Yeah.
Watching him in interviews and stuff like that. Watching about how he absolutely despised having to do that, and it's like, okay, I hate it for that role, and I hate it for you.
Okay, I'm gonna put a caveat in this. In the
go backsies, but yeah, go ahead.
No, I'm gonna put a caveat because I knew a girl who went to school with him. Okay. And they took the same bus. And Will Wheaton got the shit kicked out of him just about every day because of his charming personality. Period.
He thinks he's hot shit back then. I mean, he's going to do what he can.
Yeah. Well, eat his words a lot.
Yeah.
So he had a personality type,
Yeah.
and then he got the Star Trek role. However he got it.
Yeah.
I don't necessarily have sympathy for him because it seems like every once in a while you can catch his dark side, and I don't really appreciate it.
I get it. That's fair. All right. So yeah, unless we have anything else to roll over, I will end broadcast, and I can tell Joy and anyone else wants to hang around my Marina Surge story. This is not open for broadcast, but I will go turn it off live, and thank you guys for listening. But
Thanks.
thank you guys for watching.
Thanks for watching.